Just every time I have to. As soon as the stream goes, it's like, all right, cough, get it out of your system. My mic's in the wrong place. That's better. It's a nightmare. Let me tell you. Never stream for fun or profit. It's all wrong. Men were not meant to live this way. Low on morale. Taking drugs every time I want to talk to a child while wearing Wellington boots and a goddamn rain poncho. Oh, I forgot I shaved. That is, it's a look on old Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. The hell was I gonna do? Haven't figured out how to do that. I have to look at the dead body on the boardwalk. Gotta report that in. The Ravers. Oh, I think I need to... Do I talk to her about the Ravers?
What is it?
Right, I think she came back and I needed to have another nice, cheery, chit-chat conversation with our, girl here. Break anything, lead programmer. Who are you and what are you doing here?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Alright. You wanna, split hairs? I suppose I did do those things, but in my defense, they were sitting right there out in the open on your locked computer, so...
I am Sona Lukanen Hilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
Wow, that's like 2 more than I'm proficient in.
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how can I help you.
She sounds a bit like my Finnish friend. Not to a T or anything, but definite similarities. Hold on 1 second. Gotta take care of something real quick. It's hot in here and I'm turning on my fan. Right, sorry about that. It was bloody hot in here. And now it is warmer. No, wait, it's colder. Sorry. Still doesn't answer what you're doing in an abandoned church. That is true. She's dodged that question. Oh yeah, about that guy. No, but you know he's around. Yes. Well, it sounds like you're not worried about him. No, you're right, I'm not. Thrilling conversation. I mean, it's only a guy living in the ceiling. Why worry? What are you doing in an abandoned church? You're like those questions, don't you? Yes. You're occupying public space, make complaints. I'm a cop. I'm conducting scientific research. You can't throw me out, she says, ready to stand her ground. What research? Looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world. She's looking for a disruption in radio waves. Didn't raise his brows, but doesn't say anything. Is it connected to the data loss in your journal? Yes, that's what led me here, but I suspect it might be something more complicated than that. Exactly what does it mean? There's something frantic about her as she locks her gaze with you, eyes shining like pearls. Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. So it's nothing? Doesn't seem like you're going to get very far. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist? Suddenly absorbing conversation, waiting for it to answer. That is a little above your pay grade at the moment. Thank you, logic. Doesn't that mean we're living in the world that has holes in it? I don't even understand what you're talking about. I don't know, I'm not here for science. I don't know, are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out, but how do I figure it out? I'm not here for science, I just want to solve a murder so I can go home. You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydrotransducers to record the silence and find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well. Well, where's the hole? Somewhere underneath the roof beams, I assume. Locks eye. Looks up. Eyes trying to pierce the pitch black height above. Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark, most of tower disappearing into the shade. Why there? There's a place in the back of the church. Is that where the coffee is? A place where all the audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow. The higher you go, the less you record. The Pillar of Science. Are you quite sure it's not just an architectural quirk? Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place. That's where the Crabman lives. Is that what I'm calling him? You don't think Crabman might somehow be responsible? Apparently I've dubbed him the Crabman. That's an interesting My Name is Earl reference, but hey, I can respect it. So your research isn't going well. Why not? It's just trial and error trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work. Not how I operate, but unfortunately, the next thing is concluding, so... Great, thanks. Why there's so many machines? I figure that sort of is self-explanatory. How do you feel about anodic dance music? Yeah, you wanna get groovy, get funky? What? I hate it. Throws her off her game to ask random questions like that. What are you, 40? It's the future of dance music. Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind, it sounds like uninspiring rug whipping. No idea. Wow. Harsh. No idea what that has to do with either dancing or music. Right, but how do you feel about a club for anodic dance music? It's about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? Got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here. What do they want to build? Take a guess, why don't you? A youth center, a petting zoo, a community space for the elderly. Nightclub for anodic dance music. They said it's their dream. I mean, a petting zoo. Help Bravers start a nightclub. Great. The lead programmer sighs. I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks. Good luck. I'm not coming in there. Right, yes, you're old and a fuddy-duddy. We've established this, Kim. Why are there so many machines in this? But sure, I'll ask. I brought them up here. Any machines? I need an antenna. What are you doing? Yeah, sure. Just in order. The AR1 as REM Perfect Processing Unit. REM Perfect, that's your radio computer, right? Mm-hmm. And the antenna is the processing unit? Yes. We don't know anything about radio computers, do you? No, I'm a master circuit bender. I know everything. Then you certainly know that all radio computers perform operations on air, so in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna. And an AR1 is a good antenna? Stops to think. I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Like my microphone. I've had this thing for years. I probably, at some point, want to upgrade it. But, I don't know. It's kind of like the first real thing I bought for recording, so I'm keen on keeping it around. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. It's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operation. Fraser 1000 is foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, I'm also not a civilian. I'm a cop. I believe I established that. Will putting on a different set of clothes also help? With what? Being a master circuit bender? Or, like, the recording in general? Because either way, the answer is yes. Master circuit benders and Twitch streamers have select outfits they introduce from to boost their stats. They send you an email of that once you hit a certain amount of streams per month. What you doing? I'm working. Well, damn. She's not wrong. Machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core, light casting her face in a strange shadow. Could you just, for a moment, get to the point? I really need to focus on something. You've clearly never met me. What's with the bowls of water? They're connected to my REM Perfect. She looks up. Whatever you do, please don't move them, okay? Thanks. Right, I'll try not to touch anything. Next question. Great. Well, actually, I'm done. So, cool. I mean, right now, there's a fucking anodic dance music center that I'm trying to get started. Apparently, I've been roped into creating a nightclub out of a church. And also, there's, another dead body I should probably look at. But this church thing, I don't know. I like the sound of it. I think this might blow the whole case wide open once I sink my teeth into this church business. You never know. Maybe the sniper took a shot from the church. What are the options again? We've checked the... I suppose I can... Actually, this is what I have a notebook for. Determine where the shot came from. I've checked Land's End, Boardwalk, and the island. Well, I mean... The boardwalk. I've already... Surely this is the boardwalk up here, right? And I've already been here to check for it, yes? I suppose I could take another... I didn't click on that one thing over there, which might be the thing that'll blow this case wide open. As I rummage around in the trash for 20... Who threw 21 cents away? Vagrants recently painted red tarp. I mean, as far as I can tell, I've already been on the boardwalk and didn't really see anywhere, Nice trash can, maybe. I sort of checked the dead body already. Okay, yeah, the tear. 2 empty bottles of Tallulah. No, there's more. Livis strawberry liquor. This is just all the guy. A tragedy. Cigarette. I mean, this might mark off the examine the boardwalk thing on my, my list. Now this makes partying look bad. Still, don't let it sway you. You're responsible. The smoker brand, yeah, and the kebab wrappers. Shish kebab revishal. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. Yeah, the sea air brings some relief. All right. Well, I've done all I can on the boardwalk. I don't really see checking for gunshots here. Maybe this isn't the boardwalk. Who knows? Maybe I need to come back at, like, night or something. But either way, let's go talk to the Eurovision wannabes over here. And, see what sort of hardcore funkadelic, shiz-nasty stuff they're up to. I do love the beat. I don't agree with the, it sounds like somebody beating a rug. I dig it, but, you know, I'm young and hip, so what do I know?
So, how are things going?
Cell was high, Suna said something's amiss, unexplained ether smell. So, my logic is 2, I have a +4, I need a 16, so already I'm at 6. How's the old, I'm at +1 on logic. I think I have logic close. A lot of this game is just changing my outfit. I'm basically playing a dress-up game. Ah, yes, the old Logic Hat. I forgot. How could I forget Logic Hat? Rhetoric minus logic. Don't want that. Suppose I could also light up a quick smoke. Are you the logic glasses? No, you're not. Okay, so throw you on. Alright, kids, as you can see... Oh, man, this is a... What is this? A hat? Yeah, it is a hat. And it's 1 logic versus +2 logic. As you can see by my Fallen Pippo, I'm very logical. Logic is... intellect, which I think is cigarettes. In terms of the drug I need. I believe that to be accurate. Yeah, intellect. Okay. Tanking my health, but I've got, you know, plenty of it, so.
Hi again.
Now then.
How are things going?
Much better odds. I'm liking these. 72. Hell yeah. First roll of the day. Got it. Number of things to know up here. I've got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't quite add up. What things? This is a nightclub. It's full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs. I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers. That's true. Speakers are not normally used in the process of drugs. Thank you. Thank you for the pogs. Unless you're making some weird drugs, as far as I know, speakers are normally absent. 1. They have 1 speaker. Alright, that's also a solid point. Where's your friend? Did he lose his friend? Oh, because they have 1. I have no headphones, Nosafed, I mean all of these, cornerstone for clean lab, ether in the air, useful solvent, all of those are really good arguments. Except you have 1 speaker. No headphones, huh? What do you know about spinning tapes? Nothing. Where's friend? What do you mean? The other speaker, you have 1. It's a 1-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker. Psh. Now, having done this on YouTube since 2011, I actually do know quite a bit about sound reproduction and audio production. Can't say I know anything about anodic music, however, so he's got me on that one. That said, normally monodynamic does not really... I wouldn't really put that in music. That's a curious choice. So as far as Mo's, what more do you want? Well, there's distilled water. And all cellular-based life. What's your point, Lawbringer? The ether in the air is a useful solvent. Make up your mind. First it's sweat, then it's the ether. There's really no need for me to pile any more on, is there? No shit. In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab. That's... Come on, that's against the law? I meant to say not true. Suna hinted that there's something else going on here and that I'm being naive. Hey man, who knows what she's on about? I get it, she doesn't want us in church. She's got something against us. Who doesn't like to dance? She doesn't like to dance. So what are we gonna do with you? What do you mean do? His resignation, his voice, he's almost ready to drop the act. It won't take a lot of pushing. Do this lawman style. First tell me everything in past judgment. Tell me what's really going on and we'll work from there. I can be lenient. I don't really care. I just want to crack the case. Do what you want. Okay, well. I can be lenient. What do you mean by lenient? Not calling for backup and hauling your ass off to the pen. Haven't you heard? I'm the dirtiest cap this side of the river. I'll make life hard for you using every connection I got. Won't call for backup. Okay, man, okay. Things are just so hard for entrepreneurs in this city right now. Expert YouTubist. I mean, I've been making videos since, God, high school when I was in, 2011. First video I ever uploaded was on my birthday in 2011, so I've been nearly going for 9 years. In December, it will be 9 years I've been doing this. And, hoo boy, I've made no progress! Oh god, my life's in shambles. But, you know, self-reflections for the week. And, you know, those who want to improve and not just wallow in their failures. Wow, alright, let's get off this topic. I don't have any more booze. I was gonna take a swig, just to steady the old nerves there. Don't have any more booze, just seltzer. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in the city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Rishival. That's not a word, wickedest. Because we do, we totally do. We just need to turn it into a speed lab first. Well, alright then. Go about your business. To get our foot in the door. Right, of course. And why do you need me? Like I told you, spooky assholes moved in while I was getting the stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up. Not really that spooky, you know. Oh man, they're spooky, alright? It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. I mean, the one guy might. She probably doesn't give a rat's ass. She complains more about the music. But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all. Sir, you promised you'd be lenient. Is it judgment time? Give me your cash! Backup report to 41. Get lost and I don't want to see you again. Is this clean? No speed. I mean, I want to ruin these kids' dreams. I'm a kid, sort of. I'm like 25. Not really. Wouldn't say kid anymore. I'm getting to that, expected to be an adult age. Wouldn't work without the lab. Do what you have to keep the club alive. I mean, be perfectly honest, well, I was gonna say it was beginning to get decriminalized in the States, but this isn't the States, is it? This is Rivashol. So, you know, you haven't made any drugs yet, so, planning to make drugs isn't really a crime as far as I know. Yeah! The young man's smile widens to inhuman proportions, his teeth beam in the floodlight. I knew it. The would-be leader drops his spiked head between his knees. It's impossible now. No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish... What? Show us how much the fish is and how the fish is always so much more. What? We all know that was never going to be a club for anodic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance. Was that about a fish? There needs to be a club for anodic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everyone hates it in here. It's all just drugs and we're all slaves. I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light. This will be nothing. Well, alright, Shivers. Come on. Maybe he's got something here. Hear the ice cracker underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind, a grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue Saint-Jérôme, of all the houses on the main row. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villobos. Alright. Anyone feel that? What? Nothing. Let's call this incident crime prevention, but I have my eye on you. Okay, we'll try and do it without the drugs. We'll keep a straight nightclub in there, spinning the maddest reels and nothing but, I swear to God, okay, Egg? From here on, it'll be straight. Yeah, about the church, I checked in on it. And what happened? Talked to a shadow-clad being climbing the beams, man living on the ceiling. Oh yeah, the Crab Man. Apparently everyone just calls him Crab Man. Who is he? What'd you think? Very spiritual. Give me this odd lecture about alcoholism before rambling on about the mother's love. Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in a church? Preaching and praying. Clearly enjoys physical activity. Well, I mean, true. Something sinister going on under... I think he's getting high from it or something. I mean, he seems to be just preaching and praying. No matter. Is it going to be a problem? Yeah, Noid's right. What are we going to do about him? The guys will never catch him. They will never catch him. There's nothing to do. Of course, he's a problem. He's a Crab Man. He keeps himself physically active, thinks spiritual thoughts, and doesn't drink. Who am I to evict a person? As far as I can tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb around up there, and you guys will never catch him. Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind a nightclub at all. Oh man, doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around with all the guests trying to have a nice, friendly, hyper time? I think it really gives a damn about you or anyone else. I mean, just gonna have to live with the Crab Man. I guess it's not a massive problem now I think of it. Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yag! Yag. Throw G's in there, egghead. Maybe, I guess we'll figure something out. Yo, if I went to a nightclub and they're like, don't mind the crazy guy living up in the ceiling who talks about God all the time, the place would be like, immediately more interesting. I'd remember this club. When I recommend that club, I'd be like, oh yeah, but there's a crazy guy in the ceiling who's preaching about God. Climbs around in the rafters. Dude's a madman. I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared. Excuse me. A programmer, that's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub? She does not like anodic dance clubs. What a pity, that's my favorite thing in the world. And drops a hammer in the toolbox. And she doesn't like it at all. A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam and into the laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity, dance. I like Egghead. Egghead's weird, but I like him. Also, who is he in this shot? Because this dude clearly has like a blonde buzz cut. But this dude's clearly bald in the portrait. Or like his head's on fire or something. I thought at first like he was leaning back, but no. He's also called Egghead, suggesting he should be bald. But this dude's clearly blonde. And very clear she won't leave until her project's finished. And you can't just evict her? I mean, I won't evict her. I mean, as she pointed out, she's kind of just minding her own business, and you don't have any more right to the church than she does. Look at you, honor man. No, Noid's right. Maybe we've approached this wrong after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark exist, coexist. At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand. Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. The programmer, does she like dance music? She gets down. Who doesn't? Listen to this crazy pulse. Right? Right. No, she hates it. Absolutely cannot stand it. Egghead cannot believe what you just said. Makes him pump the jam a little slower for the moment. My god. Not Egghead. He was the finest of us. But then he returns to full swing of it. Well, nothing's keeping Egghead down. No worries, we'll figure it out. The man nods enthusiastically and leans in, whispers, if coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you. Well, let's before I promise anything, we'll see how this goes. I'm not gonna commit one way or the other, I suppose, but, you know. Excellent, good luck, my friend. Alright. Back to the church. What? Alright, I'm gonna say a sentence I never thought I would say out loud before in my life. It's time to head to the abandoned church to talk to the computer programmer looking for a hole in the universe about making it into a Eurofunk canonic dance club. I mean, that's the long and short of it. You're not getting anything else out of me in terms of what's going on at the exact. Hey, money. Arg, definitely don't evict her. Scientific investigation will lead you down an interesting path. I wasn't planning on it. I was just kind of saying we'll see how it goes. Mainly to, like, sort of hoping I could get them a bit more enthusiastic about going there. But no, I was not planning on evicting her. If I had to choose, The club is more entertaining, but I'm genuinely quite interested and hooked on what the hell's going on in this world and the story. So part of me is also like, that's going to be tough if I have to choose between... Whoop, I shouldn't run in here. Going to be tough if I have to choose between the dance kids or the computer programmer. Because there's the memes, and then there's my actual genuine interest in this story and its characters.
Yes, what is it?
By the way, don't mind my, what was it, logic hat. I'm being logical. What if I just force you to leave? You have to do what I say. I don't think they do, per se. Especially not here in, Martinet. What if you didn't have to leave? Talk to Andre and he wants to make it work. I don't want to make anything work. Well, I mean, you don't own this space. You don't want to make anything work? Yes, anything. Ooh, suggestion. Hold on. Research isn't going well. I discussed... FA? Oh. Oh, the computer. Okay. Well, I mean, suggestion's already good, but... Surely I have some suggestion stuff. I wish I could organize these better. I probably need to, like, off-stream organize these so I have to go through them one by one each time. By the way, a package from a certain popular sponsor of People has arrived, but they don't sponsor me, so I'm under no obligation to say their name. So instead we're just going to say their red cutting board. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, red cutting boards arrived, everyone. Savoir-faire. I don't have any suggestion outfit. Alright, wow, that's depressing. If you play your cards right, you won't have to choose between the two. Oh, that's good to know.
Yes, what is it?
I mean, I'd kind of like to pass this. What are you, though? You're... Psyche. Alright, time for some more drugs real quick. Hold on. Don't. Nobody look while I toke up. Ah. Excellent. Is that more health loss? I bet it was. It's always health loss. Yep, god damn it. Alright.
Yes, what is it?
Hey! Now that I've drank some drugs. Nice. I don't know if 5 would have passed on a 72. Might have, might not have. Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier that it's not going well. Maybe I can help with something. What? She looks up from her work. No, I don't really need any help with the project. But if I could help you finish the project, then you won't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it. Do you need a hand there?
No.
Would you like an item to make more noise, then? I can give you this tray full of dice. Rattle that around. An empty tin can, perhaps? No? Alright, we're good. She thinks about it, a glassy look in her eye. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair. Alright, she says finally. Bring me the game's off-site copy for my old workspace. Oh, someone mentioned something about putting that in the fridge, didn't they? Yeah. By the way, about that fridge, there definitely wasn't a dead body in there, so don't ask. Ahem. Stored in an old filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself. Yeah, didn't I try and jam that into a computer and see what was on it? By the old workspace, do you mean, Fortress Accident in the Doom commercial area? Yeah, that's the one. You can get through the bookshop, you just have to do some explaining to Bookstore Lady. About that. I've already been there. Oh, good, that you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building, filament's just inside. And where's the off-site copy? In the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you, it has red glowing eyes, it's impossible to miss, you just need to get it. Why would you store it in a fridge? Surely a data filament, like, in the cold, right? And fridges are known to occasionally produce moisture on things. I'm not sure that was the safest place for it. But you've been to the fridge, it wasn't there, there was a note. Yeah, about that. Ahem. I found a note. It said the offsite copy's been moved to a safer place. Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory? So the offsite copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulislaw. Zawisaz, or whatever. That word. Of course, she relaxes. Our project lead, Sulislaw, Zawisa. What an awful name. Can you get more vowels in that name, please? God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And a feature creep. And Valley of the Heads. Sorry, what? Like that would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. Data was just anomalous. crosses her arms defiantly. And the heads. I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Yeah, I'd prefer it if you didn't, actually. By the way, we put a dead body in that fridge. That seems appropriate. Sooner the programmer, more like sooner the pog-grammer. Nathan, I will end you. I'm going to kill you. I swear to God, Nathan. I don't remember exactly where you live in Illinois, but I will hunt you down. Nationwide manhunt. Well, I suppose Illinois. Statewide manhunt. For one Mr. Nathan. Ahem. Every time. Every time. I can't wait to see how you do that for Watch Dogs Legion, and I'm also planning on playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is the RPG one. So, looking forward to how you shove Pog into those games. I suppose we'll wait and see, won't we? Found the ice cream maker, but I couldn't get it open. It's completely frozen. It's getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it, or I don't know anything about an ice cream maker? Just figure something out. There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing, something she holds dear. Does she have, like, the supermassive pry bar of excellence or whatever? By the way, I put it... Faith! Oh, shit, I'm saying the same thing. Put a dead body in that fridge, by the way. Wait, what? She looks up alarmed. Whose dead body? Watch Pog's Legion. Alright, that's... I walked into that one. I'll give you that one. That one's pretty obvious. Yeah, I might call a stream that, actually. Yeah, she does. Oh, cool. Watch Pog's Legion. You know what? I actually like Watch Pog's Legion. Mainly because it sort of fits the tone of the game. So, bravo. You've got one that's funny. All your others are awful and you should be shot. Whose dead body? You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge. Whose body is in it? I put it there temporarily. It's part of an official police investigation. It's also not there anymore. You put it there. Leans back, massaging her eyelids. A dead body inside the Ice Bear fridge. Yes, that's what I said in the first place. Okay, very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop. We'd appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself, miss. Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell, and if I did, I wouldn't. I don't care. Makes you feel better it's not there anymore. I just had to put it in there so I could dig a bullet out of him. Please. What do you take me for? I mean, so she doesn't want to give me the thing, but none of these... I guess, why can't you get it yourself? Bookstore lady hates me, says I'm part of the curse. Are you part of the curse? Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore. She won't let me in. Why does she think you're part of the curse? She's from Martinet, and people from Martinet never seen a radio computer. They think it emits elemental evil. That's a bit biased, yeah, but people in Martinet don't really get with the times. Don't be too harsh. That's only because of the socioeconomic situation. Meaning they're poor. What if it does emit evil? It doesn't emit, it receives. Oh, it receives evil! Aha! We've sleuthed this one out. You sound just like her. She started praying when she first saw me in my harem. Turned to higher powers. Lieutenant coughs like he's amused. Once I came in one morning only to find my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards, something like Seminine magic. What's an offsite copy and why do you need it? It's back up the former employee's project, radio game we're working on, filament memory, blah blah blah. Really seems like I should have had that by now. If it was just in the fridge, which you could get to going around the bookstore. There's like a basement entrance. Just making it extra simple for you. Backup itself is destroyed now. I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location. Asked me to introduce you to her mother. Boy, I wish. If I remember correctly, it's a different fridge, not the bear one. Yeah, no, she was saying it's the fridge. This lunatic took the filament from the bear fridge and said, I put it somewhere safe. Walked 8 feet to the different fridge, put it in there, and just locked it tighter. Moron. Investigate the curse thing as well. There's another interesting path to go down. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm doing the curse thing as best I can. I've spoken to the dice maker. I've talked to the bookstore owner. Right now, I just said... Oh, that's right. I told the bookstore owner I would investigate the church for more signs of this curse thing. Which, I mean, I guess I'm doing. So, since I'm headed back there anyway... Yeah. Backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to see what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament. Hold on, if it's an off-site copy, why is it on-site? Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Oh god, not this again. It's not on site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all. I mean, sure it's safe, and yeah, it's not connected to the front, but I don't know. One floor down from the site, I still think is on site. You're really dancing on a head of a pin there, Suna. Like, I don't know about you. If I'm, like, in my house, and I'm like, this is my stream setup, and then I've got, you know, a laptop in the attic, I don't say, I've got an off-site streaming laptop for emergencies. It's just in my attic. I can go and get it. Basement sounds like a technical... Yeah, exactly, Rhetoric. And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. That's not what I'm asking. I'm really just asking what's it doing on-site if it's an off-site copy. Off-site is like 3 buildings down. There's nothing wrong with keeping a backup in the basement. No, not at all. Just don't go calling it off-site. What happens is a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear. Crystal. This is clearly a painful topic. She must have had to explain herself numerous times. Alright, I'll go for the off-site copy. On-site. Thanks. She thinks for a moment and reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar. I didn't get to read that. Here is my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some of the ice. It opens everything. If you can get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund. How big's this thing? Hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund. The legendary Kvalsund multi-tool. This pry bar is version 2.0 for professionals like you. The glorious multi-tool makes regular pry bar completely obsolete. Alright, cool. How big's this thing, I wonder? Yeah, there it is. I mean, doesn't look that much bigger than or different, really, from the, speaker system. Oh, fuck! That's huge! I'm like dragging an anime sword around. Hold on, wait. Here we go. Combat boots. I studied the blade while you were out practicing. I like that I left the tie on and the glasses. Oh shit, running. While you were out talking with women and having sex, I studied the way of the blade. I love it. What a look. I'm also tripping on like 2 different... I've got smokes in my system and just tons of drugs. I can't... It's such a good outfit. I love it. It's so good. Kimono and mesh shirt with the rice farmer hat. Oh, it's delightful. Amazing. Alright, well, anything else to do in the fishing village? Soon again. Figuring to... I mean, I could talk to them about the church now I've been here. Dead body on the boardwalk, could ask about that, too. Still gotta sing karaoke and get those signatures, I suppose. But, I mean, find someone to sign the document instead of the intended signees. Interesting. I'm gonna do something I don't like doing and just save Scum real quick here, because I want to see if she says anything different now that I've, like, studied the papers about what they're like. Like if I give them to her and say... I found a date spot, apparently. But my suggestion's also very bad. Probably because of this outfit. Nope, that's it. Give her the pen. Has a pen. Doubtful look. Clicks it and sip of the paper. Why did you sign it? I shouldn't have. I looked at the documents and no, you shouldn't have. Yes, well, I looked at it and thought I should, because it says youth center and I have children. Of course, I'm a stupid poor person, what do I know? Living with construction noise is going to be a challenge. Sure, but it's temporary and for a good cause, and I need to give the children something. What do you mean? They're cute and small. I'm gonna see where this goes and see if I want to, like, reload, because I'm not sure I want to help Everett out. Ah, but I need my gun. Damn it! Scum. Alright, alright. Maybe I won't save Scum. How about that, huh? Maybe I like where this is going. Besides, I need 2 signatures. If I have 1, it's worthless. They're cute and small, but they're growing up fast. Too fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was bored. Oh, well. Anyway, you'll have to get Isabel to sign too. I saw the signatories. She won't if it's a bad idea. She's a much tougher nut to crack. Sounds logical. Division of labor. She leaves the speculation or skepticism to the skeptic. Ah. Well, oh, +2. We're honest about the documents. All right. This date thing's starting to look like it might actually happen. Probably, again, not this outfit. But you know what? Hey, I guess I'll leave it. I won't be save scumming. So there, 7-9. Meanwhile, what do you have to say, old lady?
Our tenant, the policeman.
Yep.
I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
This,
What can I help you with?
spitting image of a cop right here. Combat boots and gloves. Do I have pants? No, I don't have the pants. I have, like, the chest piece. I think they said the pants don't exist. I got Lillian's signature. Will you sign the papers now? Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Let's have chortle. Either way, I won't sign it. So it was a test? Lillian's not the only one who's too trusting. She wanted to see if you would do it, and if she would. What do you have against the Union? I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interest at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep? Nah, yeah. Pulls a red dark rag out of the bucket and puts it back. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes, so no, I don't trust the fat man and neither should you. She speaks with authority of a leader. Her final words are around here. She's the final word around here. Convince her to sign the document. Your name is ridiculous. Oh, come on! Really? You're taking points off for that? Damn it. Well, I wasn't gonna have her sign it anyway. Maybe. I need my gun. I really want my gun. Well, I mean... I'm outraged. How dare you? Anything else? It's still my name. I'm not changing it. Yeah. I wonder if I did change my name, if my name would be less stupid all of a sudden. Pants exist. You can buy them from Kuno. Oh, he's got the pants. Okay. All right. Well, I think I wanted to go to Kuno anyway because there's an empathy check for him, and I've gotten a lot of, first of all, drugs. Secondly, empathy. Was there a thing here? Empathy clothes that boost the old empathy stat. Yep, there it is. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Let's not dwell on that too much, huh? Let's just keep moving. Something else here. Was here. There it is. Creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. Alright. I see you had your guy shave. Yeah, gave him the old 1-2 shave. I also, if you remember, he had like this sort of horrible face of, he called it the expression. I had him drop the expression, so now I suppose we're seeing what's really underneath the facade is the idea. I should, like, actually put on my empathy clothes and not be wearing this absolute monstrosity of an outfit. Empathy, there it is. Nice empathy coat. Encyclopedia, interfacing, logic. Shivers, esprit, physical instrument. No. Suggestion. It's less empathy, that's not good. There's my old empathy glasses. Esprit. Half-light, perception, encyclopedia. Volition and pain threshold on the chest piece. Logic, pain, and my empathy shoes. There we go. I look less stupid. Fair enough. Gonna change out of the mesh shirt, just for the hell of it. And, suppose I'll sport the thong gloves as well. I do like just walking around with this big-ass multi-tool, wielding it like it is a sewer, a grate, a gateway of river of filth. Okay. Weird that I ever saw that before. Snow covers white on the blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together. Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to do something important, something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire a piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Copri Kinema, sorry, looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted forward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently. Oh, who could it be? Probably the guy who loves automobiles and probably planes. Motor carriage, one of many. I don't like your machine, Lieutenant. Looks impractical. Ah, really puts the loco back in locomotive. Very cool. Lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. Want to take a closer look? What's it packing there? We got shared interests with the husbando. 130. Damn, Mama's serving some serious macaroni. You lost me there. He's looking at you perplexed. He lost all of us there. I was along for the ride, but I didn't know where we were going. 130 kilowatts is a lot of power, Kim. The Kiema is fast. Feels right at home on the raised motor track. Hard to find something that could ever overtake it. Fine machine. Yes, there's a gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as eyes went over the vehicle's contours. An extraordinary machine. It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing and flair, slam it down. Yeah, I'm betting he really wanted those hubcaps, those spinners. It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components. You need to slam it, Kim, make it more imposing. With a winch and mud tires, you could take it off the beaten path. He's clearly not, not a muscle car. Well, maybe he is a muscle car guy. He's not an off-road guy. You just slam it, make it more imposing. Sorry, I'm not following you. Lingo it up. Drop the ride 200 mil. Get the camber to the frosty minuses. What the I'm not a car guy, in case that wasn't obvious. But I refuse to believe this is actual car guy lingo. Drop the ride 200 mil. Get the camber to the frosty minuses. I'm not either. Don't know why I said that. I mean, I get you need to slam it, make it more imposing. I mean, well, I don't really get slam it, but make it more imposing is fairly straightforward. That said, no, that's porno tuning. Use bigger words. Let's not mention the spinners. It's a massive aero kit and a gargantuan roof-mounted... It's what? Porno, that's short for pornography. Porno is something completely different, Kim. Pornography is something completely different. So what's wrong with pornography? Alright, I guess I did get a bit porny there. I don't know. Are cars porny? I know, like, some porn takes place in cars, but beyond that, I'm not really sure. I'm learning so much and so little at the same time. What's wrong with porn? That's a negative on the porno. Thank you, though. Don't shade my fetishes like that. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying I'm ignorant, alright? You be into what you're into. We don't kink shame here, 79. Unless it's feet. But that's because that's my kink, and obviously I also love being kink shamed, and it's definitely not in an ironic way. Toes! Right, let's try that conversation again. Slam it! Yeah, I'm not either. I don't know why I said that. Well, maybe don't just say every little thing in your head out loud. It confuses people. Nope, we're doing this conversation again. Bigger words. Drop the ride. Massive spinner in a massive aero kit, gargantuan roof-mounted. Porno. That's short for pornography. Pornography is something completely different, Kim. It's a negative. Fine, I'm not gonna get him to mod his car. God. Coming back for you and your volition check. Kuno! I hear not only do you have
Kuno's
pants...
like Kuno's dad! Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything!
I thought he was gonna say not around. Some good empathy. Shot the body down. Also, I punched him in the face. Let's not forget that, everyone. I punched the 12-year-old boy in the face. Nobody take that quote out of context. That could be probably very bad for me in a future scenario. So... Yes! I knocked my head... I dabbed so hard, I knocked my headphones off. That's how successful I was. For more epic moments like that, check out twitch.tv/tokenlad. It's not Kuno, it's Kuno-ese. Interesting. What? How? Kuno-e... it might be Kuno-s. I'm just gonna say... whatever. The rude Finnish girl is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other kid hides behind the fence, afraid for her life. She's done something very bad. She came up with the psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno-ese was the one who wound him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. Like how I punched him in the face and shot a body down. You can't hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone. Kuno, the fuck you whispering about? Yeah, he's whispering too. He's going with the bit, but watch what happens. Fuck you. That word whispering about. Just take the 12-year-old's pants already. I don't think he's wearing the pants. Spoiler alert. Do other check of hers, both to progress the investigation. That's not too much. Like, that's fine. You're not telling me what happens if I do them, but you're just like, make sure you do both of them. And I'll try. One of them's drama? I don't know if I can pull off drama. Drama's pretty low for me. The other one's volition. That's, I think I have a point in volition. Yeah, I might get volition if I'm lucky. I don't know if I'm gonna get drama. I might throw a point in there if I get one here pretty soon, though. Fuck you whispering about. Put extra emphasis on that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable. I mean, I've literally shown no problem with it up until this point. Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper. Let's whisper, pig. This is it. We've got him. Be careful. You can fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad. Trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here. What's up with her? She's terrifying. She's fucked up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this. I don't think any of these strictly... If I'm not mistaken, drama check is the main one. Okay, might be worth putting a point into drama then. None of these particularly make Kuno look bad, so... Crazy scary. Crazy, you don't know the half of it. She's not crazy, she's insane, dangerous. She smoked a man. Done people in, probably even pigs. Stop talking to him, Kuno. I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit. She understands what you're trying to do. Yo, C, did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk pig, Kuno's got it under control. He did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips. Can she read lips? She's like 10. Fuck, she can read lips. Thank you, savoir-faire. Says what we're all thinking. What's this language of hers she's using? These crazy-ass Finnish words. Fuck knows. This is the song of her people or some shit. What people? Crazy people. Fucking Nakis? I don't know. Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism. Sure. What do you mean she smoked someone? Kuno means she killed someone. That's right, she's a killer. Like, actually a killer. His little green eyes are fixed on yours. What if she has Kuno? That would explain things. Really? So she's too small? Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? She pokes him in the gut. Sweet talking with then the knife. Ugh. Probably kill a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Like an actual pig or cops? She hasn't killed cops. How many cops she killed? Forget it. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno's just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that. Feels the eyes on the back of his head. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There's something searching in her eyes. Fear. I said she's insane? Yeah, she's a psycho. None of that kitty psycho cat burning shit. She's the real deal. Whoa. Yeah. Just leave it at that then. Don't want to make him look bad, and I don't want to make him have to keep explaining everything to me. If she has anything to do with the dead man. Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Where were you? Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it. Okay. How are you dealing with all this? Let's go dealing. Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got the shit under control. You need backup. I'm here for you. Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her, you threaten to take her away. This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now. Boy looks you in the eye. Black pupils. Thought they were green. Trying to focus. I'm going to kill you. That's my response when Nathan makes pog jokes. I'll run you off the cuff. I'll run you... Bleh. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up, understand? He may not be able to do it, but he'll try. Right now, he believes he will. Who are you kidding? You can't take down a man. I can respect that. Alright. Now we can do business. Business? Business! Oh, wait, where's my... Business! References. I need to get, like, a prop cigar for the number of times I do stupid jokes like that. Yeah, what do you want? Kuno can hook you up with... Don't hook him up with shit. See, relax, he respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Remember when we tried to get Kuno to hook you up? We can get on that now if you run a little errand for Kuno. Me and you, Kuno's gonna hook you up with illegal narcotics. I just need the pants. Yo, how much are we talking? Terms of the narcotics. Just the pants, Kim. About those drugs, though. The pant buying shit. Oh, hey, look at that. It pulls tracksuit trousers. Pant buying shit. That's on 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. $15 for Fallen pants? I don't want the Fallen pants. I got the money, but I want the actual armor pants. Come on, Kuno. You're holding out on me. What was about running the errand and illegal narcotics? Kuno gets that from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now Drunkie's clawing at Kuno's door. Street's going mad. Kuno's gonna throw his dirty popo at it. Okay. Dirty popo man is you. Yeah, I got that. And there's Kuno's violent dad, the building behind him. On steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you take him, you can have half the speed. Fuck, I already punched Measurehead. I'm down for this. Boost up the old physical instrument. Who's your dad? Dad's a fucking monster, says Proudly. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. Drinks, too. Are you sure you can take the most violent man in Revachol? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I can. How much material are we talking? Like half. Half of what? A baggie, but like in this vial. But that's not very much material at all. And this is what's gonna happen, Kuno. Kuno's listening. Gonna go in there, guns blazing, get the speed, because I need it. Gonna go in there, but not for speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. Going there for justice, I'm a narc. Going in there for justice, I'm a narc. Lie, you need speed. I like that there's a differentiation between those two. I'm going in for justice, or I'm going in for justice, which is a lie, I need drugs. I just want to fight the guy. Sure, whatever. Survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like Kuno when he's out. Just get into the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. Go to room 12, first floor, kick the door down. Police style, violent, Kuno style. And then, in action time, you're locked in the room, violent fuckhead. Alright. Split a kilo with Kuno. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, better have a shit. The hell are you signing us up here for? I am going to kill Kuno's dad. Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor. Okay, then. He concedes. Obviously, that's what we need to do. So, do I have to buy the damn Fallen trousers in order to get the other ones? I'd like to... Alright, I guess I have to... I'll physical... Apartment number 12, huh? Yo, why not? I'm liking this, why not? I've got other shit to be doing, that's why not. But, you know, I kinda wanna fight this guy. I'm on this trouser thing, and I wanna see where the trousers, I want the trousers, I'll be honest. If I just need to buy the Fallen and then get the trousers, I mean, maybe I won't bother doing this, but I also kinda just wanna beat the shit out of this dude. And then I'll head back to, like, the woman, talk about the curse, and, get the computer, back to the church. Hopefully I get a skill point that I can throw into... probably drama. I think I'm... Volition... Wow, Volition's already pretty high. Just from, you know, general, ordinary stats. And drugs. But, yeah, I think I can... I have enough clothes, like, that's drama. I think I have more drama than I do... Or I have more Volition than I do drama, so drama's the one that needs it. Apartment 12? Which one's 12? Well, this one was 10, right? Like, that one was apartment 10. So 11, is this one 12 over here? Ah, that one could be 12. It's blacked out, and I can interact with the door. Now then, let's get some physical instrument going, shall we? Electrochemistry. I could just wear the armor. That might, you know, get me there. I mean, one of these was physical instrument, right? I swear I saw one of these as physical instrument. That was electrochemistry. Guess not. Minus physical instrument. Don't wear that. Now, you're a physical instrument. Yep. Oh, well. You're just shivers and less authority. Probably want just the wife beater, then. Suggestion, rhetoric, encyclopedia, perception, authority, pain. Maybe want the pain threshold as well. Interfacing, logic, savoir-faire, pain. Yeah, go for the gloves, which, oh, wait. Oh, that's not the gloves. Okay. Wow, that's it for physical instrument? Okay, what cool fun drugs do I have for physical instrument? Sure, you know what? Why not? Let's have a swig. Side quest, hunt for trousers. In this game, yes, that's a side quest. Like, not even a joke. Find booze and drink it's one already. Buy fawn pants from Kuno. There you go. Tasks. Fawn track pants. You and Kuno were not close yet. You need to figure out what's going on with him, and then you get your hands on some performance gear. There you go. I actually have as a quest, acquire pants. Now then, just, what are we doing here? Well, hello, someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. This is where the magic happens. Light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. The gods have been generous. Better pop it before they change their mind. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could do it. Well, I mean, I've had every other drug in my system. There's a satisfying pop. What will be the repercussions if I take a sip? Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to worry about. Physically, it'll be strong as an ox. Is Kim gonna judge me? Maybe I come back at night when Kim's not around. Ignore thought. Fine, we're not worried. He'll crawl back to this bottle soon enough. He'll give it another chance. Always. I don't want to disappoint the husbando. Not all of us. Booze always gives you another chance. Yeah, Volition piped in. Passed up your chance to start drinking alcohol for now, but don't worry. The option to unlock it becomes available again in 2 hours. Ooh, so I cannot drink? Maybe I can. Whatever. I didn't want to upset Kim if I take a swig in front of him. Drugs, fine. Alcohol, Kim might throw a fit. So I'll come back at night. Wait. He won't judge. Do it now. Drink it, I mean. Oh, well, alright. Continue. Interfacing. Oh, tool not in hand. Use cutters on the chain. Well, looks like he found where Kuno's dad lives. Do it now. He won't judge. Awesome. And chain cutters. Got alcohol in one hand and chain cutters in the other. I'm ready to beat up a dude. It literally will not let me drink for another 2 hours. Well, that determined that I'm not doing this for a while because fuck it. Want all the stats I can get. In that case, let's get on out of here and head into the doomed commercial area. We'll be back for this. What a game. Alright, you don't want to drink? Fine. No alcohol for 2 hours, but you'll come crawling back. They always do. And he's right. I tried immediately to crawl back. I'm a slave to the sauce, the hooch, the rye, the sweet, sweet nectar, the liquid courage, the mouth lubricant.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
So about that
And welcome
curse.
to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Apparently I can't bring up that church. Maybe I need to... I don't know what I have to do, actually. Heard that the Union squeezed everyone out. Fingers penitent. Must be these very spells and wards protecting and keeping safe. Huh. Apparently, there's... I don't know, maybe I have to talk to, what's her name? Suna about it. Well, whatever. I have an ice bear to go and defrost. Oh, right, flashlight. My bad. As soon as I saw that Kim line, I was like, what's he on about? It's like, oh yeah, the flashlight. Oh yeah, also this. What happens if I try and access this now that I have the password? Play. Let's try it. Password again. Afterlife death. Hey, alright. Really? She just used the same password? Seems almost disappointed to discover that. Is there anything else I can do for you? That's all for now. And print. With quiet determination, the printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding like a hand-held fan. Black crisscross pattern of letters covers the surface. Let's read it. Project report written by the lead production Andy Schott about Wirral Unearthed. Or Wirral. A radio game developed by Fortress Accident. First few pages are an overview, capital workforce. The rest of it seems to be a production schedule. Well, this workforce is the one that, like, apparently killed him. Money will, I mean... Whoever worked here, 18 people, bulk of the team, radio programmer, CEO, 2 marketing experts. Single overburdened producer. Developed a habit of popping drugs in the basement to escape obligations. Boy, that sounds like a legitimate company, doesn't it? One guy doing the work and about, what was it, 17 or 18 people? So, like, dozen and a half scabs just making money off the business. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhuman rate, a rate that they could only amend by Pyre Holodian. Leiden. Polar Holodian, sure. Capital, I'm guessing the money. In a short time existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. First trance of seed financing brought in 150,000 real, but then came delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 real with only half the game finished. 400,000 real? That word, these guys... Is it supposed to be a holy... No. Whatever. Spoiler alert-ish. You have to first finish the whole helping ravers and programmers thing. Oh, okay. Again, that's fine. Like, don't go telling me you were like, oh, Ruby's in there. I was going to do that anyway. That's fine, because I was going to, like, the Ruby thing, because now I know she's there, sort of the mystery is gone. The church I was going to do anyway, and I probably would have at some point come back to talk to her, or maybe not. That's up in the air. So, that's actually helpful. It's when you're, like, ruining mysteries that, you can be more vague about it. But, yeah, no, that level of spoiler, you're fine. Knock yourself out. By all means. Any help you can give. No idea what that word is. These guys knew how to party. Where'd they get all that money? Let's just say it was a real adventure for the iguanan investor? Sure. Right. Production schedule depicts glorious descent into bankruptcy. What happened? It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate their ever-expanding ambitions of development team. Keep it small. Build something and keep it small. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account. Oof. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. I mean, determination and grit and passion will get you places, but I don't think it'll cover nearly $3.5 million. Take it slow, one step at a time. Once you're on the map, they couldn't. I could have bridged the gap. Oh, so they were done in by their own ambition. No, even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads. The what? Yeah, about that. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Zimix-born Suislaw, I'm just gonna say that, decided that Wirral Unearthed needed a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. Is this gonna be, like, a metaphor for the game I'm playing, and there's a mystical location at the edge of the map somewhere? Place was the Valley of Heads, where the heads of the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head from their headless party member, a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor. That sounds incredibly involved. How many heads were there? So many. At last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which would be endlessly recombined. Yeah, fucking no wonder they went bankrupt. That's... You probably would not be able to pull that off in a modern game unless that was the point of the game. Like, if that was 100% the point of the game, you could probably pull that off with nothing else in it. As a side thing, absolutely not. How many combinations can you make out of that? Do you really want to know? There seemed to be a calculation here, but may take a while. I mean, it's 10,000 by 10,000, so what is that? 10 million? 100,000? In a way. Spoiler alert-ish. In a way it is. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I got the sense that that's what they were doing. Good call. It's more than the number of atoms in the observable universe. That is not 10,000 by... Or no, wait. It's not 10,000 by 10,000. Oh, shit. It's 10,000 to the power of 10,000, isn't it? Oh, dear. Sorry, my leasing landlords sent an email saying a $1,500 residential referral bonus. Hey, I'm moving out. I can refer plenty of people to this place, and I can get 1,500 smackers for my efforts. Anyone looking to move into a sort of crummy Northern Virginia neighborhood? That's pretty bad. So then, what did them in? So that's what did them in. Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss. That must be the anomaly Suna mentioned in the church. On the nature of data loss, there's ominously little information on the production log. It comes at the very end where things get fuzzy and dark and the tables and numbers seem to vanish in the eerie nothingness before a Guanian investor pulled the plug. I could see, like, I'm a big fan of ideas and projects like that. The 10,000 Valley of Heads thing sounds super cool, but you make that as, like, an expansion. Make the game and then add that later as, like, an expansion pack. Come on, man. Know your limits. Unidentified numeric anomaly occurred in the east of here, and the project, just as the project was being compiled that day. An anomaly caused the data to get lost in the air. When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel service providers, but despite their diagnostic, they can never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss. They lost the whole game and wouldn't even pay for it. I mean... Yeah, there is a copy of the game. Backup. Mysteriously enough, it seems the offsite copy happened to be on-site when yeah, it was. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, to keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer says it's been attached. What does it say? Programmer, the off-site copy was on-site because there is no off-site anymore, not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. Ah, the lead programmer is living here. I didn't have a home anymore. I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bay refrigerator. Near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal. Not very convincing, is it? Could have... Yeah, no, it's not very convincing. Former colleagues would agree with you. Is there anything else? Production schedule ends with a few random notes seem to be added sometime later. 4 months later, an unknown author. I'm the only one left and it's gotten rather damp in here. A few businesses have gone under. Slipstream switched to making skis and hairdressers just left, cursing Martinet. They're right, though. Something seriously wrong with this place, Martinet. All of it. Still haven't gotten an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were physical coordinates of the error in the East Enceladian front on the day since the computation happened on air. I reckon it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I've compared the coordinates of the map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is St. Bern 1147. I'm going to look this thing in the eye. Well, she might want the production schedule. You never know. But now then, let's get downstairs and see if we can't crack open this ice fridge where we apparently store data. So someone was sleeping down. I mean, there was a mattress down here, I suppose. I swear there was a mattress down here, somewhere. Maybe I'm misremembering. Okay, let's get my sick anime weeb sword out and attack this here ice chest. Crack open the lid. 83, machines unplugged, and better grip with the gloves. Hell yeah. That's falling for you. Got it. Nice. See, the 11s would be nice on my low checks. I don't need 11s when it's an 83% success already. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Valsen multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object intricate and foreign left there by Sub-Zero Beauty Sleep, a filament memory of the words off-site copy written on it. Disappointment washes over you and stare in the almost empty ice cream maker. I wasn't gonna eat ice cream. It's probably gone very bad if there's any still in there. Gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it. We should take it back to Miss, Suna as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperature. Noted. Yes, aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs. I mean, if I do that, it might, like, get deleted again, so really, I'll give it to her and pester her about it until she tells me. I, under no circumstances, want to risk it getting lost again. That said, it seems like dragging this backup data to the source of the anomaly is probably a worse idea. But what do I know? I'm just the guy with the cool anime sword. Can I sell? Do I have a... Wait. Can I sell my pry bar? I do have a pry... it doesn't have a price, though. I can't sell it. Well, we'll get back and beat up Kuno's dad after we drop off this data. Breaker box, power, maybe something's inside. Oh. Sweet, 90 cents! I'm rich, baby. I'm gonna take my girl out for a hot date. A 90-cent date. I'll get to you later, don't worry. No, I don't want to go inside. Game was trying to rip me away, bring me inside. Want to head to the church. Be a God-fearing soul. Hot date with Kim. I wish. Boy, do I wish I could ask Kim out on a date. But in addition to having an ex-wife and being able to ask this woman out on a date, it seems at the very least, our boy Raphael Ambrosius Costo has a type. And as much as I would love it to be Kim, it is not Kim. Maybe we can talk her into, like, wearing an orange flak jacket and glasses.
Yes, what is it?
About that off-site copy. Brought the filament. Show her the production schedule. Yeah, you know what? Be that way. No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it. In his defense, it was simply lying in a desk drawer in an abandoned cubicle. Okay, but still. Fine, here's the filament. Thanks. Looks like this is the one. What happens now? Now I'm going to print it out, and see what's left. She's already inserted the filament to the radio computer's core, ready to close the door. What are you hoping to find? I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine a location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation one more time with better equipment. Like a piercing noise there. Watch. She presses print on the machine's keyboard. What an intricate display of failure. Paper starts... Yeah, watch an intricate display of failure. Starts filling out with ink, soaking the gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. Cold sweat trickles down your spine. This is spooky as hell. Something's wrong with the filament memory. Suna doesn't reply, hands running over the printout. She's looking for something for her morning star, eyes scouring the millimeters. Here, she suddenly says, rising an ink-stained fingertip. I found it. Where? Hold on. She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. Terminal beeps, and the lights inside start pulsing like a glowing heart. You're tinkering. You know what? I'll let her do her work. Just give me a second. I'm almost hacking the mainframe. Hold on. Hacking the mainframe. Defragging the malware. Expediting the echo chips. Keening the keels. Bypassing the extranet. Hacker stuff. I'm a cyber genius. What does he keep saying? Cyber warrior. Net pincher. Something like that. Never witnessed a programmer work before. Done! Suna jumps from the keyboard with a little spring. I've got it! I found the location of the anomaly. The joy in her voice as she bumps her fist into the air. It's not what cool kids do these days, Suna. It's all about the dabbing. You did it! You found the coordinates! Oh my god, congratulations! So, where is it, your 2-meter hole in the world? You found the coordinates. I found the coordinates. She's beaming. Feel it in your heart. Great job. So where is it? There! Points to the other end of church where a group of water bulls form a ritualistic arc in the swallow. Think you can help me again? Sure. I'm keen to see where this goes. That and you had me at the word swallow, so, yeah. I need you to go and move the water bowls for me. I need you to double check my calculations. You like moving things around. Moving things around is calming. That's true. I do seem to like doing that. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to right. That should do the trick. So the 3 I'm moving 2 and 4 I'm moving 5. Okay. Third bowl I'm moving 2 centimeters and the fourth bowl I'm moving 5 centimeters. I'll assume this one is 3. Awfully silent. Someone turned on the water bowl. Stand still. Measurements have been marked down on the bowls. Each chalk represents a centimeter on the floor. Move the third... Oh, okay. Well, it just has it for me. 2 centimeters away. Move the fourth bowl 5 centimeters away. Some more spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. Lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place, after all. Nice touch with the audio changing as I go in there.
Yes, what is it?
I suppose you could say that about almost everything in this game. Nice touch. That said, it's a great game, so... Move the water bowls. What's next? Great, everything should be aligned now. Yo, Crabman in the ceiling. Sentence. You want to get in on this? This is a fucking weird game. It's good, but it's weird. Excuse me. She stops biting into her chapped lips. Miss Know-It-All is hesitating. What's wrong? Yeah, nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. Mine's got my mic muted because no mic. So I guess it's a moot point anyway. If we've got the location right, we should be able to hear whatever the sound the anomaly makes. Wait, why'd you have your headphones on mute in the first place? Honestly, I'm a little scared. Isn't it just going to be silence and nothing else? I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds us, but the swallows itself? She grows silent, her face very pale, cold light of electricity. We should be cautious. Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired. I don't think I want to do this anymore. Seems dangerous. It's scary, but we just have to face it. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this. Besides, we're all adults here, and there's a guy running in the ceiling. I'm not really sure what his deal is, but we're all adults here. Lieutenant takes a step back. Yeah, this is heavy shit. And then nothing. Nothing happens as Suna presses unmute on our keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear a small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's quiet in the sanctuary. Wait for it. She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed, brow knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping a headphone. Well? Damn it. She lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphone. She's still avoiding your gaze. Come on, did you hear anything? No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on. Despite her fears that she had hoped for something extraordinary to take place. I mean, nothing happened. No. She rests her heads on her face, massive forehead. Massaging her forehead. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds us. But this... She raised her head, staring at the machines and the little church cables coiling up on the floor. This is another failure. That's all it is. Hearing legendary. Put on the headphones. Perception, huh? I don't think I have... How's perception work? That's its own thing, right? Okay, so that's perception. Oh, I do have a skill point. Look at that. Do I have anything that boosts perception? That would be nice. in this exact instance. Other than a skill point. I obviously have a skill point. I really want to pass this, is the thing. I got the boots. Throw these on. I just got the boots. Well, that's embarrassing.
Yes, what is it?
I mean, that brought me to 42, so... What's my drug that boosts motor optics or whatever it is? Not you, no. Is it you? Yeah, but less morale. Alright. Pill up, let's do this. Woo! Colors fucked with me there for a second. I think I got a contact high, if that's even possible. I'm also definitely not save scumming. What? You can't prove I did it. I really want to pass this. This seems very interesting.
What is it?
At 58 now. Let's do this. This is one of those times I need a good roll, game. Well, failure. Got a 3. Cool. What's that? Game didn't hear me and gave me a 3? Crazy. Unbelievable. A 3, really. I get like an 11 on an 80, but I get a 3 when it counts.
Yes, what is it?
A 7, the most common fucking roll on a die. That passes. Nobody saw that. That's how that happened. First try. Everything disappears. You're draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. I could have sunk a point into perception if I really wanted to and tried it again with even better odds. I didn't want to, alright? 58's fine. I'm not cheesing the system terribly there. You're draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes. What does it mean? It was like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear? Suna, what if we just need a better sound system? Why is my nose so itchy? A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one? Suddenly a rhythmic beat, aha! Permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorated stucco to crumble on the wooden floor. I really should allocate some renovation funds for this place, murmurs Lieutenant, inspecting damage done to the arborisks. No, what they really should do is shut down it for disco men disturbing neighborhood peace. Yes, but they could help with the speakers. You mean the speed freaks? Close their eyes, more dance music invades the holy silent sanctuary. Of course, the speed freaks, they have a fantastic sound system. You could help me? They would, if you don't mind moving in with them. I guess I could live with a week or two of peaceful coexistence. Great, I'll go talk to them. You know how it goes. Thanks, officer. Alright. Oh, I shouldn't run. See, that was important. What is this? That was important that I passed that. Prayer book has been left open. Okay. Interesting. I feel it was important that I passed that, and furthermore, on a 58, it's not like I had 8%, and I'm like, hold on, let me cheese the system while I just keep reloading until I get it right. But I refuse to take a 3 on that, for God's sakes. Rolled good all day, unnecessarily well, getting things like 11s when I didn't need them. Then the second it counts, games like 3. You're still out here? Can you maybe, like, I don't know, get into the tent? Well, then I wouldn't have room. The church, then. We're about to merge forces.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I want to talk to you about the tent full of equipment. Church. Yeah, there we go. Good news. Convinced she's going to let you guys move in, but on one condition, she needs your speakers for a project. Speed Freak smiles happier than he's ever before. Grateful Cop, man. You're an augury of a new era. Hypnotic dance music. You have to share space for a couple weeks until she gets her research finished. That's fine. We can manage. Alright, and you're sure about letting us keep our little side business? Oh, you mean the illegal drugs? No, I haven't. There'll be... You're still sure about keeping out? Right. No, I haven't. There will be no shady shenanigans in the church, only love and hypnotic dance music. Do I let him do the drugs? Nah, it's all about the music, man. Where's your heart? Fine, we can make do. It's gonna take a bit to move our stuff inside, couple hours maybe. Come back later. Let's get moving. Does that speed me up? Like automatically, or is the tent just now empty? Tent's gone. Alright. It's also now been like half an hour or so. I guess I'll check on the church. Alright, bird. No need to judge me. Ice is thick enough to walk on. Oh, good. I was already doing that, so... Thank goodness. If they still aren't set up, I don't know, check in on Kuno's dad. Punch the shit out of that guy after taking a swig of alcohol. Bring me to his level, really. So you got this shit set up. Hey, Egghead's on the speakers,
yeah,
right?
It's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000.
Waves his hands in unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Static vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
Looks at the imposing black box in the corner that's churning
now,
at the
only thing left to
sound.
do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
What do you think we should name the club? Andre. Acel, what do you suggest? Egghead, you must have ideas. Noid, give me some thoughts. Suna, have an opinion. Kim. Alright, well, I mean, we gotta. The name, everything I come up with just sounds wrong. I'm just overthinking it. Yes, you should do it, detective. Speed freak with the yellow beads around his next location. It would be good for the signs. Noid's right, you helped us so much. Acel, what do you think? How about something simple like The Club? Too modern and too ironic. Yeah, it's a bit, you know, on the nose. We want real, we don't want ironic. Egghead? Yeko Kata, the freak with the large head yells from the stage. Yeko Kata, the place to live. The zone of ecological catastrophe. Too morbid, Egg. Got anything else? Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Noid? 2 cents on the issue? The Amnesia. Like, I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia? Amnesia. It's not Amnesia. Suna? What do you think? I don't. Good, we have too many opinions anyway. Kim, name. I wouldn't build a club and I wouldn't name it either. Well, you're no fun. Underground place with no name sounds like something the Crabman would say. We're not going to anything what the Crabman would say. Why not? Crabman has ideas to sell, ideas from another level of conscious. I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Alright. Disco Elysium, no truce with the Furies, Revishal West. I don't know about you guys, but I think Disco Elysium sounds like the right name for this place. Like the DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium. But Disco Elysium, should consider. Isn't that wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? The past is the future, but the future is dead. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave, like we want to be. And short and memorable. It's settled. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium. Hey, another skill point. A light beam washes over the dance floor, bathing in violet blue. Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat. What are you doing, Andre? I'm dancing. Performs yet another strange pattern of movement. Doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, looks kind of lame. We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing. Yes, my man! Jumps up and down with glee. Moves punctuated by stroboscopic flash of club lights. Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Hell yeah! Break it down. Bust a move, Francois. No, that's not my name. Composure impossible. Oh god! Why is my composure so bad? It's gotta be my clothes, right? That's it for now. We'll get back to him on this, yeah. Why is composure so bad? It's like at a 6, right? But it's only 3. I must have composure clothing, right? Like, that's, this is composure. That's interfacing. Shit. Electrochemistry. Spree, drama. Interfacing. Damn it, where's composure? This is the, I know I say this every so often, but this is the most important check in the game, I'm pretty sure. You gotta get down. Get funky. Get groovy. I have one thing for composure, are you serious? Less composure, great. So how bad's it now?
Hey, man. It's good to see you.
8. What do I need? An 18. So with a 7, I need an 11 or 12. I guess I could put a point into composure. Sure, why not? The other one should go into drama. I've got 2 points, so... I guess I'll level up composure, and you can take the other point since I need drama anyway. Probably regret that later. But hey, my composure's 8. I'm on the Motorix drug. I've got 24 minutes left on it.
Man, it's good to see you.
Come on! I need a 10, man. Why is it so bad? Why has it gotta be so bad? Is it a white check or is it a red check? It's a white check, so I can try again in the future if I get, you know, more, I suppose. Fuck it, why not? Nope, that wasn't it. You can tell by the damaged morale. Nothing.
Just imagine the most you could pull to this futuristic being.
Limbic system. No one asked you. And then I healed? Interesting. Puts a grin on your face. Just think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by the battles lost. If you do come up with a... if you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what'll happen. Alright, Egg, I'm keen to have a chat with you on them speakers. What do you think? Got any thoughts on this, like, hole in the world?
Hardcore.
I mean, that's it.
It's hardcore.
Can't argue with that. Just gonna keep saying hardcore.
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
I like this guy. I get him. Skibba-dee, skibba-danger. I am the rearranger. Could there be a right way to get out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
This is hardcore. It's hardcore. Skibber-dee, skibber-danger.
Huh. Is this a dialogue maze?
Hardcore.
Talk with the programmer about the anomaly. Give me 1 second.
It's hardcore. Skibber-dee, skib... We're close. True, hard, full, core, hardcore. Yeah! Luckyerski, materialski. We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Here comes the night. We're close. True, hard.
What is the
hardcore.
purpose of this?
Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All core. All right. Yeah.
Froze his brow, very large head.
Hardcore. Ah!
Let's out an agonized roar over the feeblish, obviously not too hardcore beat.
Is it though?
Is it though? Is it though, guys? I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life.
Okay.
True, hard, hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent. All core. All right. Yeah.
And now somebody's knocking on the door. Great. 1 second. Enjoy the funky beats. Believe it, that certain sponsor I mentioned, who doesn't exist, Red Apron? No, Red Cutting Board. Red Cutting Board, double sent us. We have 2 packages, same day, same food. Sure.
Hardcore. Ah!
It is hardcore, I agree, Egghead.
Is it though?
It is.
What is it? I mean, really.
I don't know what to say exactly.
Under the radar.
God damn it, I picked the wrong thing every time. There's a solution here.
Hardcore, internally coherent, all core.
It's internally
All right.
coherent indeed.
Is it though?
Do I just pick one every
What
time?
is it? I mean, really. I am the mic enforcer. I am the chick's checker. Yeah.
The chick's a checker. Alright, well, okay, I've run out of things to say with this guy. Just walk, no running.
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going? I see your neighbors have moved in. What'd you say? I can barely hear you over the thumping bass of Adonic dance music. How's the project going? Can't hear you, it's too loud. How's the project going? Oh, the project! It's not going well. Why? That guy. I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into places. Why don't you just ask him? He doesn't listen to me. He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yikokata. A place to be, apparently. Okay, well, I'll speak to him about it. We're gonna try it. This guy's a trip. Like, in this game, this guy's a trip.
True, hard, full, core, hardcore. Hardcore is internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew anything about the mercenary hanging behind the whirling rags.
All core, all right, yeah. Hardcore. Is it though? What is it? I mean, really. I am the mic and.
That wasn't it.
We're close. True, hard, full, core. It's
Is it?
hardcore.
I don't. Are you just gonna keep saying that? Nope. Okay.
We're close.
There's gotta be a way to get
True,
through this.
hard, full,
We're
hardcore.
close, he keeps saying.
Hardcore is internally coherent. All core, all right. Yeah, gotta get the people going.
I see.
Yeah, request. I want everybody as close to the stage as possible.
That wasn't
We're
it.
close. True, hardcore.
I doubt
hardcore,
if I
internally
suddenly grill him
all
about the
core,
whirling
all right.
rags.
Gotta get the people. I'm the party boy.
Huh?
That's my job.
There so far. Okay. I think I'm also a party boy.
You on a track. Watch your back. Watch out for the heart attack.
Damn him.
Close. True.
I love him
full
so, but at the same
hardcore.
time.
Hardcore is internally coherent. All core. All gotta get the people going. I'm the party boy. It's my job. Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
I'm gonna exhaust
True,
every
hard,
fucking option
full,
for this
core.
guy. Why are there two of him dancing down there? You see that in the bottom of the screen? I got two of him dancing.
Hardcore. Hardcore is a mega. Internally coherent.
Go for the other option at the hardcore thing. Don't agree with him.
All core. All right. Yeah.
Oh.
Hardcore.
I'm seriously worried. No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it
The
isn't.
question is, what is the question?
Ah, I see. The question would have been good if you had asked a question, but I didn't. Ah, I didn't. There you go. Ah, I haven't asked a question. Now it's just idiotic.
There was a question.
Fuck!
We're close.
Yeah, every time I click on him, there's two of him down there. That's
True,
weird.
hard, full, core.
Okay.
Hardcore, internally, all core. All right. Hardcore. The question is, what is the question?
Just answer the question.
But there was no question.
Motherfucker!
We're close. True, hardcore. Hardcore, internally, all core. All right. Hardcore. Is it though?
I was just thinking
One
that.
mind.
Oh, for God's sakes.
We're close. True, hardcore.
I guess I'll ask about the
Hardcore,
whirling
internally.
rags.
Good
Literally
morning,
the only
yeah.
option.
1, 2, 3. Yekokata, the place to be.
Why is Yekokata the place to be?
Yekokata.
Okay, well,
We're close. True, hardcore.
literally
Hardcore,
out of
internally.
options
Good
except
morning,
for
yeah.
this
1,
one.
2, 3. Yeah. It's the message, so listen and you will see. No illusion. The spirit is what you feel. We're close. True, hardcore, internally coherent. All core, all right, yeah. Hardcore.
As I say, go for the other option at the hardcore thing, which, first of all, that's not helpful. He says hardcore like 8 times. Secondly, unless you're referring to this, which, yeah, okay, but then I say it.
What is the question? But there was a question?
He's stonewalling me.
We're close. True, hardcore, internally, all core, all hard. Is it though? But is it? I mean, really?
Ah, now we have a new option. I see. Question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
I got experience. It was an experience, I'll grant you that. And I earned that particular experience. Okay, yeah. Figured it out. The skin on your back is crawling, yeah, out of, like, confusion. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed, everything's okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is it could be even more so. Are you a thought reader? No nation but trance nation. No war but class war. So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist. Tell me something else, egghead. Can you route soon a signal? To the Mega, yeah! Get serious. I can route it through the auxiliary. What kind of cable does it need? 3.5 or 4.5? 3.5. Oh, she's 3.5. Yeah, auxiliary line is 4.5 millimeter. The two don't mix. Oh no. We're going to be in this church forever. I mean, he's actually right. If it takes 3.5 millimeter cable, 4.5 is too big. Now, normally some places, at least these days, have like modified things that would allow for different size cables, which is to say either just multiple ports or a universal jack. However, with archaic technology, that's, you're gonna run into that. Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here. There you go. That's really all you need. Hang on, this is 4.5. We're all good, people. Grin as he sticks plug into the auxiliary port. You're a satisfying click. We don't need 4.5. We need 3.5. Thank God. Adapter noticeably degrade the sound quality. Great. Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please? The music. Everybody, don't panic. I'm gonna turn off the Arno for just a sec. The young man shouts for a special scheduled event. Arno will be back. What do you think's wrong with the music? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno von Eichjam. I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue to pump for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? I think it's only ultra, so hyper is better than ultra. I think it's super hardcore, but you're right, it's not hyper hardcore. It's only ultra hardcore. How much is the fish? It is, isn't it? I knew it. But how could it become harder core? I know the answer in my heart, but I can't think in my head. If it's not hyper, how could anything be? That's especially like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question? No, this is the answer. I can't, I need something extra. I just remembered something. I'm the police. Uh-huh. Nothing. Me being police isn't helping. Actually, it's more like hinder us. And I've got a job to do, and this is absurd. That's not gonna help us. Oh. Anything that can make it harder, core. What? Guys, is there something happening in his head? Think even harder. Oh my god, he's doing it. My imagination fails me. I know, so does mine. Medium success, but there's something else that hasn't failed you. Need something extra. Ooh, physical instrument challenging. Maybe your body can tell you, but it's pretty good. Sure. Bam! Nice. Needs more. It always needs more bass. In your lungs, pressure should vibrate. The heart's alone, and in your solar plexus, the hits should land. So does every chordate animal. Needs more bass. What? Young man makes sudden movements like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. A good melody is what makes a song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Wow, okay, we should start with the melody, but where would we get the stuff for that? I don't know, I was thinking you would know. I'm not going to become an anodic cop, I've got enough capo types already. I mean, I've got a lot of capo types. I'm sorry I don't know anything about anodic music, I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore. He feels ashamed that he can't be of more services. So okay, I'll look into it. It's an official... in an official capacity, it's up to the police to make the beats go harder. Yeah, you know, citizen's investigation. Kim would probably, have words about that. Young man falls silent with appreciation. He tries to contain a smile as if he could hinder your investigation. Basically, what you need to find is a tape with some banging music on it so an egghead can jam to the remix of Van Eyck's Jam. Maybe the streetwalker across the pawn shop has tapes? He said something about yeah, there's the tree, right? Reel of magnetic tape caught in the branches. Feels cold. Does it? Copman. Right. Now, I do have a tape, but, like, it's a sad song. Great Door Gunner Megamix. Wait, is the Great Door Gunner... Hold, before I do that, never mind. Is that the, like, recording they have of the guy threatening to rape the woman? Because I'm not sure I want to use that one. Yeah, no, I'm not going to give him that tape. That one's off limits. Now then, quick, can I dance with you, or should I just go and talk to her?
Oh, hey, man.
That's locked. Alright, well,
Good to see you.
that's it for now. I'll dance with you yet, young punk. We're gonna make this place boogie down, like Boogie Street.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, talk to Egg. He's plugged in your cables. You can now unmute the speakers. Okay, but you can just turn down the volume a bit. Yeah, he said maximum. Alright, maximum is the only way. I know it is, but could you please just turn it down for an instant? This one time, maximum is not the only way. Pump it to the brick. Pump it to the hard, master. There's no other way. Glue style. Okay, there's literally no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum. Okay. That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's a really good joke. See, he pumps it harder. He pumps it to the hard, master. It's hopeless. I think what Egghead is trying to say, the volume is stuck on maximum. Of course it is. Yeah, permanent enlightenment, ray of sound. Never mind then. Let's get on with the project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on the count of 5. Everybody ready? It pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop. Born ready. Ready. Finally, a cell turns to face you and the lieutenant. I'm ready if you are, detectives. Lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically, his hand moves to the gun holster. Really? You're gonna shoot the quiet? Okay, let's proceed. 5. Oh, don't do that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice effect. Mute, disengage. Shifts your hand from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room. No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around in silence and you see dust moving on the floorboard. The driver of the speaker vibrate in the air but then stop. Plasterwork begins to crumble down on the walls. In silence, a low hum is creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not the speakers, not in the room. Whoo, boy. Didn't think this would be our fun, you know, church escapade. Breaking more of the glass, is that what's happening? Great bass sigh in the basement of your mind slowly builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets, the people, nothing will remain. Guys, what's going on? I think the glass is getting more and more shattered. There's alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan the surroundings. A slight rattle of crystal clattering the cupboard fills the air, joining the chorus. It's getting louder, Noid says, riveted to the strange circles on the water basin. In the basin, the water looks like it's boiling. Mother of Mega! You hear Egghead yell, and something else, but his voice is growing faint. In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing the entire coastline in its way. Salvation. He's speaking. It's the worst high he's ever been on. It was in me. I've never heard anything this hardcore in my life. It was this weird rattling sound. Let's be as existential as we can. The beauty of the beat, the future dance planetary. No egg. The glass shards around Doris Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating from sound, almost look like she's alive. In the corner of her eye, Lieutenant steps aside cautiously, his eyes searching for possible evacuation routes. The window is going to come to... It is straight up coming down. No, the roof, she looks up. A screech fills the air, a scream of wooden nails. Pillar, church, twist, and creak above around you. Cracks appear in the stained glass window, cracks running up wooden pillars in the dark. Come down to us, love. Below, the bass grows like jaws of giant compressor gnawing on the metal wood. It does not sound benevolent at all. A great pulse arises in your flesh. That's just my heartbeat. Is it? I'm muting it. But I want to dance with somebody. Everybody don't panic, it's beautiful. I'm not telling her to stop this. I want to see where this goes. I don't know if I want to dance to it, per se. It's beautiful. Beautiful core, beautiful life. She doesn't stop. Oh, glass is dangerously coming down, though. That was large chunks of glass. I'm furiously pressing down her keyboard, but the sound doesn't stop. Estelle, have you... Yes, I've turned it off. She's holding the contact mic in her hand. Andre, pull the compressor. Place is gonna come down. Fuck. I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's... Egghead, whatever you do, don't stop it. But then it stops. Aww. Totally and utterly, as if it was never a sound. Only your ears are still ringing from shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a tangled cable in his hand, a black 3-pin connector. Egg? I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore for me. Did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking L. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that. 4 years, 22 people, millions of real. All this time, this is what we were up against. Just erased it. Slislaw isn't going to believe this. Yeah, but you record it, though. It was dope. I think we can use it. Yes, Andre, I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Whatever that was, it was definitely worth recording. I'm glad somebody was doing it. Thank you for doing this, Eggman, you two, and you, officer. I don't know what we discovered, but I know what it sounds like. That's a start. Yeah, no, what was that? It was mathematical information from the anomaly presented in waveform. That was technically and theoretically... I have no idea. I've never heard anything like that in my life. Voice is muffled in the silent church. It's yours adjusting to the exposer. It was very hard not to hear it. I think you're right, Nerds and Women. There is something going on here, and you need to be very careful with it. Promise, officer, we will not play it again. Well, what happens now? Stay here. She cuts you off her deft fingers. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics, send letters, maybe meet Sluice and devise further measurements. Want you to know it's totally chill with us. I don't care, but thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with, some kind of preliminary explanation for all this, or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind. Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinet, instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origin. I don't know, that seemed important. Form a theory on this. Heard of the doomed commercial area, investigate doomed commercial area, pale unknown. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, I'll back out. I got some logic clothes, and I can maybe throw... I do have something in logic. The fuck does pale unknown mean? How do I get the pale known? I've taken every damn drug in the game. You'd think I'd know the pale by now. Hell, I'm still holding a bottle of drugs. Speaking of, I gotta get this tape, beat up a kid's dad, and then, come back here with the tape. I'm also gonna see if he gives me some cool pants as a result for beating up his dad. What a productive day of investigation this has been. Talk to Joyce about the pale. Joyce is the one who sent you on the drug investigation. Oh, okay. Talk to Joyce about the pale. Alright. Not who I would have thought to go to. I would have thought maybe the woman who keeps going off about curses and whatnot. Or like, I don't know, Egghead maybe. Be honest, in the back of my mind I was like, I bet when I do this like tape thing on the other end of the waterway here, Egghead will suddenly go off about the pale and then I'll be able to tell him about it. Or ask her about it properly. So it was this tree, right? Because I remember seeing this tree and being like, there's totally something in this tree. Because I zoomed in on it. I thought it was just like rope or something. Yeah, there it is. Interfacing. Multi-tool is truly multi. Hold on. I'll just equip the multi-tool. That's a speaker. I'll just equip the multi-tool, perhaps. And put on my best interfacing clothes. What I'd like after this stream, I will absolutely organize my clothes based on like what they're good for. That way I'm not going through one by one to try and remember what is and isn't each thing. Deception, drama, reaction speed, shivers, esprit, interfere. I already have gloves. I say that literally every time. Alright, interfacing is at a +2. Let's try this again. Much better. Multi-tool is truly multi. Equipping it did nothing, though. 10! With slow and deliberate motions, you pull, bending and unraveling, manage to extract the magnetic tape from the branches. Curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it so you could hear what's on the tape. Lieutenant looks at the mess in your hands. Once you've successfully cleaned up the branches, what does the curiosity get him? What's the tape for, he asks. For Egghead, I promise to make his Van X jam hit a bit harder. Maybe the tape can help. How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it? I think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape if they wanted to set up a nightclub. Could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time. Piss off, nature. Good, Hawthorne. Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector and the pawn shop uses similar tape. I mean, it held it there and it didn't damage it, so good, Hawthorne. Patting the tree reveals a small sticker on which had been worn in oblivion. Reads RCM Emergency Desk number 8102. Mankind be vigilant. You tree-hugging pansy. Alright, physical, shut up. Gnarled hawthorn tree endures the wintry gusts with ease. I'm gonna come back at night and punch the shit out of that tree. Just watch me. See if anyone calls me a pansy in my own brain. So let's get this tape. I just remembered I need to report this dead body on my radio. I completely forgot about that. Then I can go punch the dad, talk to Joyce, and then head back to the church. Need to re-spool something there,
Hello,
champ.
hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Looks at the bronze-colored bundle in your hands. You mean re-spool it? Yeah, I do, but... Great, could you do it, please? It's important. But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure, although it looks pretty worthless. Just explain why you need it. Wait, but you tinker with film... Worthless. This is not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing of local dance music scene. Huh? What do you mean? Know about the old church across the street? Yeah, what about it? Help some young ravers turn the place into a nightclub. Boy, when I say it out loud, it does seem like a waste of my time, doesn't it? And they play these weird neo-disco beats there. Is it any good? The music, I mean. No, I need to funk it up. No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing. No blast. Just goes bzz, bzz, bzz. There's no... I don't know where I was going with that. But this tape can make it hardcore. Man, you're really invested in this. He looks at the bundle of tape, shimmers. He gave me a massive discount on a shirt because I said I would look cool in it. So, I mean, he'd probably go for it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I help you out. Just a moment. Bird's Nest Roy. You take some time to look around the store, play visuals, pawn shop, look at the clock. Whew, this took more... That was at least 15 minutes. Look at the clock. Proceed to take the repaired tapes. Awesome, cool. I don't want time to pass too quickly, but yeah. Got the tapes. Let's radio in this dead body, punch kid's dad, and talk to a woman about the pail. Now that I have my badge, that should be extra helpful, right? Also, I'm a lunatic, so, you know. What's up? I need the radio. Radio. Connect me at 41st. Connect me... Oh, yeah, the public library. Oh, also the dead body. I should do that first. One moment. Can you describe the body, age, sex, cause of death? Identified middle-aged man. We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles around, traces of vomit on his shirt. Any signs of violence? Someone might have pushed him. No, it seems like it was an accident. No, field autopsy necessary. You're typing. What his belongings you examine, wearing boots, trousers, found a library card in his pockets, information. It's from Central Dreamrock Public Library, belongs to someone named Billy Majane. Good, you have a lead. You and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should we're taking it? I've assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on the library lead and identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. Cool. Library. Oh, well, shit. During business hours. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to do that tomorrow. Okay. Just punching a kid's dad, then. Maybe I can talk to, the woman at this point. About, Palacen, I think her name was. Now that, like, the church is all funky and weird, maybe I can talk to her about it. Maybe I have to do the pale thing first. Probably, just do that business. Alright, now then. Get some physical instrument up. Drink my liquid courage. And, kick down this door. Kick Kuno's dad's butt. Physical instrument. Well, you're already up. I think there's one other physical instrument. You are a physical instrument. It's just +1, though. I think that's the only one, maybe? Pain threshold, yeah, but I got the scarf for pain threshold. I'm looking rather dapper, actually, except for the, you know, giant anime sword I'm wielding. Right. Okay. Just tools. Give me some booze. Liquid courage. Look at the bottle. Let's just have a drink. Open it. Take a sip. Zeke raised. I'll just heal that real quick. Commodore Red. Yeah, it damaged my morale. I leveled up from that. See, kids? Alcohol works! And another new skill point. From the void we came, the void we must return. Interface. Easy. What? Oh, right. Chain cutters. Silly me. Gotta get them chain cutters, in the old hand. There we go. Very high. Let's do this. Nice. Snip! Chain goes through like dead leaves. Links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere, ready to rip you to shreds with a broken bottle. I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate it. Alright. No one in here. Oh, maybe it's, yeah, that pile of bed sheets. I'm gonna rob the place real quick. Sweet. $1.10. Kuno de Ruter is a name in the unfinished homework. Phone book lies open on the table. Stack of bills right next to it. Lieutenant, I've located a psychoactive substance on the table. Good, confiscate it. Take the speed from the table. Awesome. Don't wait, celebrate! Blast that shit right here. Take the inventory of it once this boring table shit is done. Right. Blast it before we face the beast. You're gonna need the encouragement. I think I'm good. It's from 2 years ago. Ooh, the homework's from 2 years ago, huh? Feel kind of bad about that, actually. So is the speed in here, or is it in the interact? It's the white envelope, folded library card. I don't always see where the speed is. Oh, unless it's just more of that. Okay, yeah, well, I mean, I had some speed already. Glossy erotica covers the walls. Alright, you. I'm already sauced. I don't need more speed. Air stinks with something sour. One of clothes heaped on the bed. Stained parka, some towels, some socks. It's dark. It looks like a nest. A pile of clothes. So you reach out your hand. Something under the bed is breathing. Doesn't give a shit. You're a cop. Stop your hand now or you're gonna die. No. We're gonna see how this plays out. Hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigar burns and ketchup stains. You're a growl. Something's alive under there. Yeah, he looks real vicious. 60-year-old fat red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol. God knows what else. Smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down. Is this thing even alive? I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves. The limb system seems to be twitching from time to time. And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock. The name Maxtor. Perception, hearing. Figure out what he's trying to say. I mean, I took your amphetamine. Is this Kuno's father seeing, judging by the color of his hair? Yes. Dan's right. Man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. Light from the window falls in half-open eyes. Still plenty to be scared of here, just not what you thought. He's expecting something worse. I think he is still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to. Lieutenant tilts his head. Man will not be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son. A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty and frozen. It's clear the person behind them is not awake. His half-open eyes give him a look of a dead man, but he is in there and not enjoying himself. Serious damage. I'm still not sure. Well, I mean, he's clearly breathing. What happened to his eyes? Can't you tell? It appears to be extremely committed substance abuser. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight. Sleep it off, I know that shit. He's trying to communicate. Alright, we'll give it a shot. Perception. Yes! With a 5. Ow, what the fuck? Suddenly, hangnail appeared. Curious. Moving on. It's the red bottle. What? The red bottle. Yeah, okay, the speed. Right. I don't know why I just saw that. Man groans once again, but I'm not going to take... I'm like I said, I'm boozed up. I'm fine. Tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets trying to gesticulate something. It dawns on you clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs. He's awake. Ham falls back in the bed, limp and defeated. Loud snore. He's asleep again. At least he got to say his piece. Huh. And what is there to do? We could turn him in his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit. But he's already on his side. Right. Take him to Remedy or St. Baptiste, but he does not have the money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity work for people trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few... I took your amphetamines, old man. He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash. It was the last thing keeping him functional. Well... bit of a letdown. Only wanted to go and beat up his dad. I got drunk for this, man. I was fucking sober as a tack, except for all the drugs I had done before you came along, Kuno. Now I'm sauced and I didn't even get to punch someone. It's your fault I'm off the wagon. Whatever, I'm gonna talk to Joyce and then swing back around to Kuno. Since, you know, I'm over here. Besides, she might go away in a bit, so, you know, get that out of the way now.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Found my badge. By love you did. Fast, observant, like electronic printer. She hands you back. Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant Double Yefritter Dubois. That's not my name. Glad to see a man of high qualification. Ahem. I can't correct her. Boat, Wild Pines. What would I ask about for the pail? Assaulted teenagers by the canal. Man was killed and assaulted a local woman. Was drunk. The woman we were talking about, we have it under control. And who's this woman? Definitely. I mean, I'm here talking to Joyce. I got nothing in terms of the pail. Which time do we have? Is that about a bloodbath? What do you do at Wild Pines? Fair enough. Tell me something else. Nope, that wasn't it. Strike at the harbor. What happened to Gaumont? Mr. Clare told him, fuck off, midgets. Maybe about realty lockdown? I don't remember exactly, sorry. Explore dialogue options. You'll stumble upon it, perhaps. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Okay, then. Yes, keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare's worked with before. It was more than fair to him in the union. You think of Everett, really? That's Everett, alright. I remember hearing something about Edgar and itself, brothers. Change the topic. Realty. Wild Pines. What do they do? Wild Pines have, in terms of money, $1 billion. Well, this is new. Medium failure. $1 billion? I don't know what $1 billion is. What exactly is $1 billion? It's a number. A big one. What's it made of? 1,000 millions, millions inside 1,000. Wow. 20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. What does a huge system want with a place like this? Keep it moving. The workers do. The company is nothing without them. Sure. We built the district. Best parts of it. More experience. Always nice. With your help, hopefully, she says in a warm tone. Strike at the harbor? Nope. The lynching. Oh, God. So many dialogue choices. What's the boat you're on? Does it have a name? What kind of boat? A bit about the boat. How do you like it? A lot of people with boats. What do you mean, archipelago? Understood. Nope. License for the boat. It's good enough for me. I got nothing. I got nothing.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Yeah, I got nothing. It doesn't seem like I can talk to her about the pail. So, I mean, lacking that, I'm just gonna head back, I guess. Give old Egghead the tape. In the snowy, snowy world. Music's changed. I like the music. You know, in terms of exploring that island, it was a very productive Wednesday, I believe. Not a super productive, rest of the day. And even though you've told me Ruby is in that big old building, there's nothing really to do with that building that I saw. Although I sense that I might have to, like... I don't know. I get the feeling that that's not meant for today. If you know what I mean. I'm sensing something else is going to happen, and more progress, something will pop up, and that'll be the more... This is clearly the day you're meant to find Ruby. But now, yeah, you saw I went through pretty much her entire dialogue trees, and nothing popped up, so... Who knows about this pail?
DeLorean Church! The place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. A hawthorn tree... Yeah, I know. I've got the tape already. Crazy sound we heard before. Give him the fixed hawthorn tape. Remix time! Tape goes here, and deck B starts spinning. Listens to the audio. Wow, did you get this from Arno himself? Great excitement bubbling on the surface. This is big. What do you mean? Listen, I'm just gonna show you. Ready? Yeah, ready. Let's hear it. That signs match perfectly. Now, if only we had the best for full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper. What is this? She looks up from her contact mic. It's good. How'd you guys do that? Alright, it's uncanny how well it goes together. Something else must be going on here. Yes, but what if Van Eck has based his remix on a forgotten local melody, like a folk song, and you just found the original piece, inspired him to create this jam? That would explain why it fits so well. Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think it needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe it lives in Martinet and just threw away part of the song because he thought it wasn't good enough. I think it's just happenstance, chaos in action, contingencies of our limited existence. Might need to do jamais vu derealization, thought first to trigger necessary dialogue option from Joyce. I don't have that one. I have all of these. Oh, I did want to check out Wasteland of Reality, actually. But that's the fucking... Oh, the cost on that's insane. I can't sleep and it just drains... God, it takes 20 hours. But the thing is, I'm like so convinced a good thing comes from that. But no, these aren't... Homosexual Underground, what? These aren't alphabetized, so... This one? Yeah, it's locked off. Got nothing. Jamais vu derealization's right there, but it is not an option for me. So if you can figure out how to unlock that, I might take a look at it. It's just happenstance, right? Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is key. I agree with Noid. It's just like an Egghead's incredible mixing skills. Not gained. Arno Van Eyck. Be how it may, it fits. It fits. Bring up the volume. What about a bass? Do you have any ideas for that? Yeah, remember, it said it needs more bass. I think you might know the answer. Finish task or proceed. If we use that crazy sound assault as soon as experiment, but tamed it, made it pulse. Ooh, but how? Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. The jam's already pretty ultra, but it could be hyped ultra. Interfacing. Andre's compressing algorithm. Interfacing 16. Alright, let's get the interfacing outfit on. Savoir-faire's at -2, that's unfortunate. The interfacing outfit is on. Shit. That's not a good sign. Yeah, I've got the gloves. Those gloves are also interfacing. I think that's the best I can do for interfacing. Uh-oh. Should have spoken to Kuno about his dad. Can I try the dance again? The beat's different.
Oh, hey, man.
I can.
It's good to see you.
Found a different melody. What is it? Composure? Do I have a composure outfit? Right now it's at +1, so great. Composure. Nope, this is my best composure outfit. Great. And I think the worst part is, yeah, the yellow I think is being boosted by my alcohol. That's what alcohol does, right? No, it's physique. Ah, I need the yellow one. Sure, get me some motor optics. Boost that morale again. Ah, the drugs. So good. There's that speed coming through.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
42, higher quality audio. I'm wearing my composure suit, and I'm on drugs. Composure! Yes! Did it! Close your eyes and vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that fluttering little light go? Total darkness.
Darkness.
Oh good, the brain's back.
Sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep. Vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind.
Stupid idiot thinks it's pronounced vertebrate. Where's that extra T coming from, ancient reptilian brain?
Here it will begin.
Was that about unformed skulls?
I'm gonna let you in on a
What
little
the
secret.
fuck?
Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're
Not comfortable
currently
with
in
that.
has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn.
Why does my spinal cord sound like Macho Man Randy Savage gargled gravel for an hour? What the fuck? And what does that mean, my spine has a brain and a skull in
To
it?
rule the world.
Oh, of course. Now it all makes sense. Oh, what the who are... That's clearly my spinal cord. Obviously. What wasn't obvious about that? Is that true?
Yes, it's all true. In the spinal cord.
What is happening?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
I'm okay with this.
Foolhardy! Do you even know what's happening on the surface?
I don't know what's happening now.
1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
I mean, it's probably the latter, if I had to pick. Also, it's now sort of talking to me like Trevor from GTA 5. Oh good, I got health back. With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel all the way back is pivoting darkness of your own torso in its warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics. Somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol, the wounds from the war you've waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn. You must have touched upon an entirely new way of moving the human body. Every motion is pumping your brain full of endorphins. Open your eyes to the pioneer glory of hardstyle. Open my eyes and dance like I've never danced before. Hell yeah, look at me go. Aw, got a moonwalk in there, bit of a remix. Music's pumping, got the 360 spins. I'm breaking it down. No one has ever danced this hard before in their entire lives. We've become a flawless interlocking mechanism of flesh and bone, approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup in the one called Ed Heggs, and entirely rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear. Oh my god. The Speed Freaks would be leader stands slack-jawed in disbelief at the hardcoreness on display, whispers to himself, no way. This is really happening. The reel-to-reel mixture blasting the anthem of the future will never come. The young man observes your moves for a second, then blasts some hideous pattern, yelling, ah. He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm. Dance, Alice, what are you Estelle, what are you doing? The young woman lifts her headphones slightly, raises her chin, looking at you expectantly. Suna cuts in, forcing for yourself, Estelle, aren't you going to dance? No, recording. Fair enough. Lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work. Still at her mainframe, pressing buttons. Dance, Andre! It's the law! Hell yeah! This is the most important thing that's ever happened in the history of the world. Young man immediately bounces up and down, assumes the dance pattern of the establishment like some sort of waving motion. Kim, get in here! What's going on here? The lieutenant looks at you and the Speed Freaks grinding around in the church, a group of unhinged lunatics, delinquents. I said get in here and dance. Lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose, light reflects off his glasses, giving the appearance of a surgeon in the middle of a tense procedure. He's having trouble adjusting to the new reality before him. What is happening? He's forced to yell at the futuristic. I'm undercover. I'm not doing anything. The music made me. Help, Kim. I'm turning into some kind of hyperstar. Good for you. Rock and roll then. I called you to dance. What? Oh, authority, please. I outrank him. Oops. I think someone spent my level up on authority. How? What an accident happened there. Yes! Lieutenant, I am only going to pull rank on you this one time, and that time is now. Are you kidding me? I assure you I am not. Get your groove on, Lieutenant. Get my what on? I said get your goddamn groove on. Boogie woogie. Sheesh, okay. Backs up with his hands and raised in the air, observing the crisscross of your feet. Come on, Kim. Okay, you psychopath, adjusts his spectacles, pops his collar as high as it will go. I see what you're doing here. It's jacked up footwork, plus some... Is that Ubi folk dancing? No, it's not Ubi folk, it's hardcore. Yeah, whatever. Talk big, Lieutenant. Let's see some moves. Oh yeah, I did 15 years in juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now check this shit out. Yes, Kim! Go, you mad lad. I mean, it's not as cool as... Well, I mean, he's breaking it down. Oh. Alright, I spoke a little soon. He's breaking it down. It's pretty good, pretty good. Better than this kid. No one's as hop as me right now, though. That's not a word, but there it is. Hoo boy. Lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity, it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you. Doesn't look like he'd give a shit either. Hell yeah. I can do anything I want. I want to break the limit. Dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if you're turning into a hyperdrive, the point of no return. Feel almost melancholy. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this? Together, where are you? Here we go again. Hardcore fills the air. The sound above my hair. The what now? 10 stops. Sound above your what? Above my hair. Oh, okay. This is imbecilic. Shivers. Oh, hell yeah. I'm a speed addict. Suna is in, apparently. Andre is dancing harder. I got Kim dancing. There's no way I can fail this. Thank you. On the coast of Martinique, an inlet, weather-beaten, starved church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center. An officer of the RCM is controlling his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance moves. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced. What is this strange feeling I have? The cold. I am Le Revachelier. Whatever that. I am the city. What do you mean you're the city? I am the fragment of the world spirit, the genius loci of Revachol. My heart is the wind corridor, the bottom of my air is red. I have hundreds of thousands of luminous arms. Come morning I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat. I see you, I've seen you with her, I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill. How are you talking to me? The modulations of my voice are knotted down with the thermometers and the barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs in the back of your neck. I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs. Everywhere there is space. Who am I? Why are you talking to me? You're an officer of the citizens' militia, agents in rebus. Rebus? I don't know. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul. You move through my streets freely in a motor... Well, not anymore, I don't. On foot, you have access to hidden places. You're also circulate among those who are hidden. You need it. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you. I'm just passed out on the floor. I went a bit too hard there. I'm just laying like, blah, on the floor. Officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to. Had a good rest there. I spoke to the city of Revachol. Fuck yeah. I bet you did. That was some advanced moves, man. It's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for the day. Okay. Well, that was amazing. I think I've accomplished everything I could ever want from this game. And yet, I still want to find out more. You might be imagining, but it feels like Ed had turned the volume down. Such is his respect. Man now, man now. The would-be leader stars with excitement. Now imagine if you could do it that, right? But like with 1,000 people. End of human development, mission complete. My mission here, am I right? Ecstatic. All right. You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feel like noodles underneath. Whew. That's it for now, boys. Hope you learned a thing or two about the law. So having done that, have I met the Pale yet?
Yes. What is it?
Sure haven't. Alright, never you mind. I guess I could ask her about the 2mm hole in again. Still can't give her the damn... Interesting. I also want to know what that's all about.
Yes. What is it?
Maybe if I ask about the hole... Nope, alright. That's everything was said. I was gonna say maybe that'll pop this, what is it? Jamais vu derealization? I am derealization, huh? Interesting thing to say. Let me check in with Kuno, and I mean, that'll probably be it. For the day, I mean. I have to get my suggestion on, ditch Kim, and ask a foxy young woman out on date. And then I'll crash for the night. I see that box there. I want that box. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Get me the Good multi-tool. I did that whole dance with drugs in me. Like, just holding in my hand. Can't believe they survived. But you know what, Kim? We did good work here today. Found my car, found my badge, that was all good. Explored the island, didn't do what Everett told us to do, which, you know, is nice. Revolutionized dance forever. I'm about to go out on a hot date. Found a drunk guy. That was fun. We'll call in the dead body library thing tomorrow. Check that up. And then I guess, I don't know. Talk to her. Yeah, I'm going to talk to her tomorrow. She's going to be my main focus for tomorrow. Which will be Thursday, so that'll be nice.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, about those drugs. Alright, so you got Kuno's Kilo. Here's how you do it. First you give Kuno Kuno's Kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. And this is how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Aren't you going to ask how I got past your dad? By kilo, you mean gram, right? Fair's fair. I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. I'm keeping it, and I'm doing it all myself. Well, let's see about these pants. According to Google, talk to the wheelchair lady. Oh, I haven't really talked to her, but I know who that is. Understanding your reality, she'll refer you to Joyce, rich lady, who you can converse with about the reality to unlock this. Alright, after this Kuno business, I'd still like to know how I get the pants. Do I have to buy the phone? I mean, look, it's savoir-faire and more instruments, so I got money, I might as well buy it. Well, that didn't immediately, grant me what I needed. Maybe the drugs will, though?
Kuno's like Kuno's dad.
I bet I have...
doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I bet I have to give him the drugs to get the pants, though. Or maybe I, like, withhold him and bargain for the pants? I don't know. That'll be one I look up, because I don't want to fuck that one up. I don't want to give Kuno drugs. The kid's already kind of messed up. I don't want to, inflict drugs upon him more than I need to. Wheelchair lady, huh? Alright. I'll have a chat with her. I'm still, like, even if I have a chat with Joyce, that's the only thing I'm adding. I'm probably gonna go back to the inlet. Here we are, wheelchair lady. And then, I will, go on that date, and then I'll likely be the stream. Might have enough for the pail at that point. Read my comment before according to Google thing as well. Oh, other than Joyce, I don't know who can teach you about the pail, and I think you need to talk to Joyce to unlock Je me vu as well. Oh, okay. So, I mean, I talk to Joyce a lot, alright? So, I need to talk to her, and then I need to talk to Joyce, and that'll unlock Je me vu. And then I can research that, and then come back and talk to her about the pail. Because that's... I mean, I'll do it, but I don't think I have the level up for that. Yeah, no. If I get 15 more here, I'll have it. Maybe the drug thing will put me over the edge. So why do you need to make a call?
I was also
We ran into your husband on the coast, madame.
Oh, she's this guy's wife.
To finish up some work and then come back.
Are you sure it was him?
Talk to her about reality.
Oh,
Got it.
Thank heavens, silly me. I knew what I was getting into when I married a cryptozoologist.
Oh, good, it's the zoologist and not the fascist.
Waiting for him to come back from field work is always nerve-wracking. Still, I should have known he'd be returning late this time around. Finding the insulindium plasmid is very important to him.
This sounds like where I want to go to her about. She frowns and says, surely it can't be that bad. These aren't that bad, they're catastrophic. I hope you're right. Yeah, I'm blowing the whole thing out of proportion. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. You know where we are, right? Whirling Rags Cafeteria. That's right. And where's the Whirling Rags located? In hell. We're in hell. We're in the city of Revachol, dear. That's what I said. I don't know anything about Revachol. Oh my, how would I even begin with you? Revachol's the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol, stop blinking on me. You see that? Hold on. I'm going to watch back on stream. Yeah, it just blinks white every so often. City used to rule the world. Speaking of history, do you know what year it is? 40s or 50s? I don't even know how old I am. There, the year is 51 and spring has just started. Better days are ahead. She looks flustered, caresses the blanket. Lieutenant studies you rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect you might have been completely adrift in reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind, we're in this now. feel like I should have done this sooner. What regime are we living under? Intelligent machines performing calculations. Radios are being used to control people's minds. I like to think that the dictatorship is the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. There's fierce warriors who traverse plains on steeds. Democracy, maybe? No, Revishal's what's called a zone of control under foreign power of coalition. I don't know. If there's no government, how come there are cops? Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. But we should stop there for today. You look ready to break. Besides, I'm not the best person. She's scared now. So how did I do? You didn't do very well, dear. Looks like you have trouble remembering things, history and places, reality. A sigh, Lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook. But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. Wouldn't worry too much. Revolution. A defeat, I'm afraid. What does that have to do with not being cops? Something to do with everything. I really don't know. Who could tell me more? There it is. Educated in sweeping matters? Maybe you should ask. No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I wouldn't be a guide either. I'm a police officer. Of course, turns to you. Someone rich. Okay, Martinet, wealthy person. Hope she's still on her boat. Sorry, what? Oh. What? Just a moment. If you're into my husband again, do tell him I'm worried. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm going over there anyway, at some point. Not too— Hey, it's this guy! Smoker! You're here! So I am. What brings you here? Composure. It was about the way he carries himself. Could he be a member of the
homosexual underground?
My God. He could just be. Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes. This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around. Become involved. Are you part of the homosexual underground? The homosexual underground? How many times can I say homosexual? Smoker sits up immediately, eyes amused or surprised. Honey smiled, lingers lips. Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate? Yes, I want to hear more about this homosexual underground group. You know, I'm about to go on a date. Maybe I shouldn't. You're a part of. I'll get the thought, since I've seen the thought in my head. Oh, it's a pleasure group. Sub Rosa pleasure group. I'm not even going to research it. My next research is going to this Jamave. It keeps flickering. What is that about? No, not a clue. Sometimes even Friday night. What about Thursday nights? Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregation doesn't even end. It carries for daily life. But what do you convene when you do? Oh, we're ambitious. We destroy the last vestiges of meaning here in Reshavel and have to hold on to true symbols of security, marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting around under our rule. But I like knowing who I am. Does that have anything to do with disco? But you do also like having razzle-dazzle of gold. You like parties and disco and having fun under the vibrating sun of Saturday night. I do like disco. Maybe I should get into this. You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it. What if I can't remember whether I'm in it or not? If I can't remember anything about my life aside from the fact that I like disco. Beautiful! The smoker crawls up to you, an animal preparing to jump. Beautiful, that's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past, and maybe all of that's been repressed. I mean, I had an ex-wife, so that's at least bi, at best. I have to say, you do look like someone who would be a part of the underground. Okay. I'm a shaved, sad old man. You have a very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look. That's, you know what, that's true. It's gonna be like 20-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least. Really? Thought gained. How long does it take? 8. That's not that bad. No problem researching it. No, ooh, I gained interfacing for that one. 8 hours, that's a while. Absolutely wonderful. Right, okay, I'll just be going then. I'm not going to. The next level up's going into the Jamavert thing, but, you know, if I ever end up playing this again, I might go for the homosexual underground. Probably far more interesting that way. Alright, 9:30. Joyce, hope you're still up. She doesn't go to bed until like 10, right? 22 is when things start closing. Please, yes, hopefully. Ah, she's still on the boat.
You're back. Good.
You seem smart. Need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. This reality? Yeah, it's related to a medical episode. Time to explain. Give me the lowdown. Ah, yes, the episode. Sounds like an acute case of that. Now I think of it. Don't be phased, madam. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on reality. We may well be here a while then. Takes a long sip of tea. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can. Epri and conceptualization. Whew. Well, Epri, I can... Let's ask all the questions. Martinet Bay. And what is Martinet? Oh, God. Continue. This kind of city is very full. What makes it great? And when was it built? Okay. Continue. I don't need a full history lesson here. Later in the game, Joyce will relocate to the fishing village. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, she's here now, so... We're standing in a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain 200 million people. Pretty much the center of the world. Oh, we're quite a way off. A sparkle of light in the horizon. Looking to the sea. This island soars ahead. The water, you're seeing it for the first time. Where are we? Thought gained. There it is. Jamais vu... what was it? Derealization. This is the one thought you need to complete. Where are you? Interesting. Was there something else you needed to know? This has been informative, but thank you. No, I'd like to keep hearing it. But I want to know everything now. That's understandable. Perhaps it's not the time to eat all your candy at once. No, shut up. What times are these? Unimportant times. Another question, then. What is acute that? Conveys short, cold bursts. Portfolio. I've got a lot riding on me. I can't let me down. What causes this disease? Definitely drinking. Nod slowly. Wipe that from your mind to get back to reality. I'm just running through these, hoping it gains me experience. What is this? A bird? Am I really that awkward? Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. I meant this place here. Ah! This is the pier. Or, kind enough to rent me a slot or two. That's more experience. Is that a level? I'm at like 95, I swear. Yep. Who lived in them? Mainly urban middle class. I believe one of the primo real estate before cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat splat, says Cindy the Skull. Ooh, I should chat with her after this in case she says something new. Could be wrong, but from here it appears she's running a brush across the throat in a sawing motion. Wonderful. My conceptualization's very bad is the problem. What is that? The girl in the old lady rags? No, I mean, yes. Looks like sullen member Infoculture. Same thing, but to a child. Yeah. Hey, there it is. Skill point. Okay. I need to hit you, but I'll put on my Epris de Corps outfit. And then I'll... Well, actually, while I'm doing that, I'll just quickly unlock you. And jamais vu... There we go. So that's getting worked on. How long? 3 hours, 25 minutes. I can do that. Okay. No temporary research bonus. Okay, good. It doesn't detract anything. But there we go. You absolutely know I took Detective Cousteau, by the way. Had to be done. Now then, you're a good Epris de Corps. I got +1. Electrochemistry. What was that one? Drama and electrochemistry. Logic. Drama, electrochemistry, conceptualization. There's the shirt. Shivers, Epris de Corps. Oh, well. Sure. Logic, taxation, shivers, physical instrument, suggestion, rhetoric, logic again, encyclopedia, empathy, half-light, kingdom of whatever. It's all coats that give me a Epris de Corps, despite me talking about all this Epris de Corps outfit. Inland Empire, authority, savoir-faire. Well.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
58, worth a shot, am I right? Oh, I'm not a god. Put points into Epris de Corps. I should have taken drugs. What's wrong with me? There's a sentence. Well, I have to now put another point into a pre-decor. Well, whatever. I'm working on it. I'll get back to her on this, but Kim, I think it's time we go our separate ways. I have a hot date to get to. Hold on, I need suggestion outfit. Savoir-faire. I have a lot of savoir-faire, actually. Where's all my suggestion clothing? Because right now it's at... whatever I'm wearing is a net 0. -1 suggestion. I have no... Not only do I have no suggestion, I have anti-suggestion clothing. Huh. Well, not really what I thought I had. Oh, wait. +1's... There it is. Alright. Is that all I've got for suggestion? Just that coat? Oh, dear. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? How is my conceptualization these days? 2. Great. So if I take drugs and put on everything I can for conceptualization, I'll probably be like a +5, and given it's 20 to get where I'm trying to go with that one, means I'm probably not making it. But, you know, worth a shot, right? Right? Okay. Now then, Ken, I'm going back to the rent-free part of town. You can dismiss yourself for the day. Suppose since I'm here, I should look in the building. No one's looking in. Okay, well. In I go. Good night, Kim. Yep, definitely. Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning. Certainly will. And nothing will have happened. Wink, wink. Wink. Ahem. Righto, now then. Immediately back outside. I like the music in that cabin. Nice, sort of heavy piano vibe going on. Now then, hey, what up, girl?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it.
17.
The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I really want to go out on a date with you. But, like, my suggestion is real bad. I didn't think it would be that bad. I thought, like, once I knew a date spot, I could, like, talk to you or something. Psyche, huh? Yeah, be seeing you. Don't pay attention to these drugs I'm about to take in front of you. I might need more of this. I got 3 hits left. I'll be fine, probably, for a while. Ahem. Anyway, yep, take a hit of that. Whoo! Slurpee. Interesting how it slurps. And you know what? Definitely not just gonna save scum here real quick. I sincerely doubt the date is, like, radically important to the overall result of the game.
What's on your mind, officer?
But I want to see the date. 28%, because I have 4 suggestion. So whatever I roll... I also have some clothes for suggestion. It's literally just this. I just looked through my clothes for suggestion. It's the blue coat and nothing else. I can check again, but I'm pretty sure it's just the blue coat. Empathy, electrochemistry, drama. That's less suggestion. That's also less suggestion. Epri, shivers, conceptualization, rhetoric, a drama, perception, logic. Shivers and physical instrument, epri, empathy, authority and logic, encyclopedia, empathy, half-light, kingdom of conscience, epri, visual calculus, volition, savoir-faire, logic, inland empire, authority, and savoir-faire. So yeah, no, it's literally just the coat I am wearing, this ugly blue coat. Unless something in here is empathy, logic, threshold, interfacing, composure, savoir-faire, single instrument, encyclopedia. Nope. Stylish coat. It is. It's my suggestion coat, 7-9. We're also doing that thing that scums do, which is saving the game, because I want to go out on a date with this woman. So whatever I roll, I need a 15. So I already get a +4 to it. I get a +2, so I get 16. Meaning I need a... in order to hit 15 with a +6, I need a 9 or better. It's not impossible. Wow. Real fuck you. I'm here for the dating sim content anyway. I mean, you've come at the right moment then. This is like the last thing I'm gonna do in a stream, and I'm just... This check probably doesn't matter terribly, so I'm just save scumming to go on the date because I really want to see him go on the date.
He's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is...
That was worse. Seas will calm down when I say they calm down, because right now we're trying to go out on a date with a foxy dish, let's call her.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
Hey, got it. Got it in 3.
The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
You think she needs more of that after her man died at sea? But what do... Suggestions laughing at me. But what do I do then? What if I told you it's actually possible to go on a date sober? Shit, I have drugs in my system. Get out of here with your crazy fringe theories. What you're suggesting is highly experimental, possibly dangerous. I'm listening. Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober, acknowledge the situation, and keep it basic. I'm a drunk. I don't know if you've noticed. I usually ask people to drink with me. I have, and I don't really... She hesitates. This time, though, I thought I'd ask you for a walk. What a smooth... That's actually not that bad, honestly. The drum roll's a bit silly, but, you know, that's honestly, given who I am, pretty smooth. Just a walk. She feigns extreme surprise. I don't know, officer. I would have taken you for an innocent preambler. I am, that's why I should definitely agree. Is that a yes, ma'am? Is the walk happening? Please, please come on a sober walk with me. That's just kind of sad. So, play it cool. We gotta play it cool. I am an innocent preambler. Just thinking, eye mapping your rugged features. Where would this walk take us, officer? It's a nice view of the beach I found at Land's End. You live on this tiny, shitty island, so you've obviously been there before, but, you know, probably don't want to leave too far away from home. Alright, I'll walk with you, but you need to understand nothing is going to happen, we're just walking. Just a good old-fashioned walk. I like it. I understand nothing. How, like, Chad do I want to play this? Something could happen. I understand nothing. I mean, that's true. My understanding and grasp of reality are pretty weak. Charming. My man was like that too. Had to knock 2 of his teeth out to establish a good relationship dynamic. I'll see you at Land's End in, say, 15 minutes. Doesn't wait for you to answer, you better get ready. A woman in charge. I am both intrigued in-game and in reality. Oh boy, got a date. I'm just gonna, well, check this box first. 70 cents? Hot damn. And then, let's head up to Land's End, shall we? Might want to invest in conceptualization before arriving at a date place. You'll be given a conceptualization check. Thank you very much. Conceptualization. I can't invest in that. I don't have skill points, per se, but I can, equip conceptualization outfit. Drama. You sure it's not going to be drama? That would be way more fun. Logic, rhetoric, Gotta look spiffy for your date. I mean, that's pretty spiffy looking. Let's be fair here. Lots of logic, visual calculus. I think that's it for my conceptualization stuff. Logic, savoir-faire. Yeah, no, that's it for the conceptualization. Nothing's detracting from them. Okay. Alright, to Land's End then. I put on my white shirt and white suit coat. I would have thought the boardwalk or like this nightclub I've established. But no. Just up the beach. I still want to know what's in this bunker, by the way. This bunker door right up here. Like, it's impossible interfacing. I've got a lot of it, but it's like, what if I open the door? I want to know. Genuinely curious about that door now. I'm curious about every door, but, you know. Want to know about it. Hey, what up, girl? I might be early, but look at me. I'm in a nice white suit. Woman gazes steadily at the waves. Is this a lighthouse? Suddenly, Gust picks up her dark hair and lets it fall again. Tousled, wild, she brushes away a few locks from her eyes and only then spots you approaching.
Aye, so here you are. It's late and the sun is going down. It'll be dark soon.
Okay, she didn't record the rest of that line. If we stay here out long enough, we'll be joined by a coterie of drunks and teenagers.
Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what locals call a makeout spot.
Yes!
That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples.
But I'm so cute. Across the rusty water, that's La Delta Financial District. It must be in the mist-covered distance towards rise as a rebuke, poverty of the coast. Don't know, never managed to unlock the bunker. Well. It's a very hard check, but I'm keen to see, you know, what's in it. Watch it be something pointless, like you waste your time on it. I don't have a present! What do you mean, give her a present? Like, my options are limited. I have, like, maybe a postcard. You want a Klavsvund multi-tool? Will that help you? Anyway. Look at her. You seem surprised I made it. She chuckles. Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments. I'm actually quite good at scheduling. It's a rock star thing. Tardiness. Sorry to wait. Wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm just trying to be responsible growing up. I think we're trying the flirting coy thing, so it's like, it's a rock star thing, tardiness. You're the starriest of them all, she says with mock seriousness and bursts out laughing and turns to face the setting sun. See, she liked the joke. Her laughter is throaty and warm. It rhymes with the waves and the cries of the gulls. Yo, by the way, 7-9, if you're here for the dating sim action, there's a game I want to play once I'm, like, affiliated and can take bits and donations. Ever heard of Crystal Cities? Because it is the worst visual novel ever created. I played it on YouTube when it first came out because I didn't know what it was, and I was like, I'll just try this visual novel. It's jaw-droppingly awful. So bad. Nope, here for the ride, boss. So, my point is, once I'm, like, affiliated, I'm probably going to play that in celebration with the notation that this is the worst game I have ever experienced, played, whatever. It's nightmare fuel. It is horrible. It's just the worst game you've ever possibly looked at. Once you're a big star. Yeah, once I'm a big star with like 3 people consistently watching my streams for a month, and I can finally get affiliated. But nah, I have it on Steam. It's not on Steam anymore because it was so bad the guy who made it took it off Steam. But I still have a copy, and I plan on subjecting myself to it. Actually, I might get yelled at on Twitch. There's some risque content in there. I'll have censors ready. I'll have to have censors ready, but I'll play it. I'll definitely play it. Her laughter is throaty and warm. It rhymes with the waves and the cries of the gulls. If you want to get a peek at it, just look at my playthrough on YouTube. Token Lad on YouTube, Crystal Cities. It's not good. As she turns to face the sun, this is way better. Anything is better. Oh, God. I was drunk for most of it, too. I don't remember a lot of it. I needed booze to get through. Can't help following her steady gaze. The remains of a dying sun are reflected in the waves of the skyscrapers rising across the bay. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just the glass skyscrapers, the fragile-looking, shimmering air. River Esperance flowing into the bay. Isn't it strange, she breaks the silence abruptly, for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, it's the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset when the water's warmer. Sun also falls on the Carpside tenements of worn-out ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over it by everything else, shaking you out of your revive. Wow. Expertly placed plug. Yep. Obviously. Anyway. Is that why you named your boat the Sun? Oh, that was a bit of pride, a bit of superstition. Enjoy the view. The salt in the air cries in the gulls and the grit of the sand, but you still your gaze, always returning to the streaks of light. Wherever they beam reflected, their fading opulence. It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do, no matter who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be? Sun isn't exactly an organization. There's an explanation to this, since political, you see, beginning a long, impassioned political tirade. Well, something's got to be on our side. I guess we wouldn't really be here if that thing wasn't on our team. Challenge success. You would be incinerated, or worse. There's conceptualization. 42! My lost love in the artful background. Interesting. Perhaps I speak to her about the rest of it first. You have fishhooks in your ears. These? They aren't real fishhooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fishhooks. A drunk called Rosemary bought them for me, and I kept them. He's right. They're made of plastic. Wind ruffles them. Interesting lilt in your voice. Thank you. I'm half Ubi. Mother was from Ubi Sunt. Not a lot of sun there, I hear, though I've never been. You want to go visit La Delta? Ha! It's enough that my fish goes there. 50 real apiece they ask for spring cod. Out of Terrence, so you think killed the hangman. Good one. I'm gonna go with the rope. No, fair enough. I really want to pass that. I mean, if I don't, so be it. I'm gonna say something about the sun. If I don't, so be it. I would like to. I've got +3. I'm at 4 for conceptualization, which I think is already with my close bonus. Conceptualization. Yeah. Skill learned, clothes from items. So I'm at 4 +3. That's 7. I need 15. Need an 8. Was not meant to be. Something interesting, impossible. Please, this is important. She turns her head to the plastic, fish hooks rattling in her ears. Nothing share-worthy takes place in your head. Relax, this was still good. Sun's very pretty, and I'm sorry I don't have anything to add. Thank you. Out there on the other planet, the sea, you start seeing things in a strange light. I'm glad I got to share it. You know, when's gonna pick up soon, I have to go, but... Oh, she gave me her sword! What the fuck? I want to look at that. Have this. The sun's good, but it doesn't stick things. I have no use for it anymore. Are you sure you don't need this? No, the men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me. She gave you a present instead. I mean, that's how, you know, she wants to impress you. Dating sim, give present. That's how Honey Pop works, right? They give you presents and then you take them out. She smiles sadly. Doubt it, but thank you for the company. Oh, that's a shame. Thank you for coming on this walk with me. Farewell. She nods to you and turns to go. Well, that was nice. I'd have preferred some hardcore making out, but, you know, I got a sword out of it. That's like a close second in terms of dates. No date I've ever been on's given me a sword at the end of it. Glared at my fiance as I said that. What? You gave your swords away?
Yes.
Ugh. Not even to me. It's absolutely ridiculous. Where's the sword? Oh, there it is, in tools. Equip this to impress yourself. Hell yes. I've got the actual... Oh, wait. Dual wielding. I've always studied the blade. Hold on, what was my blade outfit? We got this. Get the mesh undershirt going. Gotta get combat pants on. Hell yeah. I've studied the blade, anime protagonist style. That right there is $1 million outfit. Do I want those shades or do I want slightly different shades? Those shades will do. Alright, well, time to go to bed like this. It is time to go to bed. We'll see the funky dream sequence that happens every time I go to bed, and then when we wake up in the morning, maybe we'll be a better person, maybe we won't be. But either way, we're going to probably end the stream once I wake up. But yeah, Crystal Cities. Awful, awful, awful game. I think I did like 20 parts of it on YouTube, so not that long of a game, couple hours. Because I was only doing like 20-minute videos back then. But, hoo boy, it's bad. I'm talking like Mary Sue's, dimension hopping, massive plot holes.
I see you haven't left our little Martinez yet. Still running around.
Place kind of growing on
me.
me.
Cross-country law official.
Aye, but don't let it grow too much. It's not the place to settle down. Now, what's on your mind? Be seeing ya. She's chatting about her date with the old washerwoman. You know she is. You know she is. She's impressed by my anime style. The way I study the blade and all. Nothing personal, Kim. I'm just way cooler than you'll ever be. Time to go to sleep. Across the room, the heating system hums softly. Mattress feels soft and the sheets are warm. It takes only moments for the world to fall away. What hell are you inflicting upon me now, ancient reptilian brain?
Baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner.
Recorded in you forever on Ferrotape.
On Ferrotape? Huh. What does it say in the back there? I can't read that, but... yeah, I have no idea what that says back there. Beyond the, well, main text there in the background, not the foreground.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising.
Rising!
Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
That is only the second weirdest way I've ever heard a video game character say stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the potted flowers, the faces. Turning, changing.
Changing. What is it?
It's the world, Harry Bourne.
Not my name.
And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
Ha! That's what you think.
You can never forget this shit.
Oh, well. Well, now it's getting heavy. I had a nice, fun date, set up a nightclub, and now it's like fucking soul-searching. Great. Whiplash in this game. You can never forget this. Colors the voices. I don't want to. It's beautiful. Erase the endless visions. Keep it.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop. Whirling. Spitting out words and images.
Well, I mean, sometimes you gotta appreciate that.
You're the son of the world again. Harriston.
Not my name.
A ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsake.
I'm getting money for doing that.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you?
Well, that I did.
The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
Well, I am an agent of the world. What if I want to be an agent of nothing? Hey, you don't own me, world.
It's too late.
Oh, well, shit.
You're not made of nothing anymore. You're something now, Harry. I tried to drown you in the black water, but you re-emerged. Kicking and screaming. Running.
That was a terrible Will Ferrell movie.
And for what?
Solving your little crossword puzzle. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off your lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector.
World detector.
It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth. only love can break your heart.
I get the feeling my ancient reptilian brain and my limbic system are kind of jerks.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry.
Scratch that.
The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Great. The limbic system is absolutely a jerk. Reptile brain, jury's out. Spine? That guy's weird. We don't talk about the spine. You do it, it's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the wind. Kind of forgot I was dressed like this. What a classy guy. Nice. Alright, well, that is going to be it for me today. I will be back on Thursday, because Tuesday and Wednesday are my days off, because I do a lot of shit, like in between Thursday and Monday. So I take some days off, in case you didn't know. Like I said, I'll be back on Thursday. These will be up on YouTube incrementally over time. Until then, enjoyed it very much. Thank you everyone who came out to watch. Love you all. After this game, which I sense is at least coming to an end at some point here, hopefully my new Xbox will be here and we can get started on things like Watch Dogs Legion and Yakuza Like a Dragon. If it's not, I don't know, I'll bust out my PS2 and play Ratchet & Clank or something. Anyway, till then, talk to you later, Shrewd Negotiators.